Me and Sherrod, we have on the phone conversation. So there's no actual beef between me and Sherrod. And put that out there, right? There's no beef. We should be able to have a disagreement with respect. It's how you get minds stronger, right? Shout out to Brenda. What's up, Cab? What's up, Miko? I'm waiting on Sherrod right now. There go the boy Sherrod. There you go. I'm sending invite.
Yeah, what's up?
What's good, bro?
Hold
What's
on.
good? What's good? So yeah, he got a teacup. So when he come back, yeah. So I was telling everybody before we had a conversation about our issues about the black community and how we can find solutions with it. Not only that, we also going to discuss what happened yesterday at the same time, right? To yesterday example, I'm going to use that as an example of what's the issue with our community. But before
Mm-hmm.
that, me and Sherrod speak on the back end, y'all. Me and Sherrod don't have no actual beef. We don't hate each other. That's not what's happening right now. So I gotta put that out there before we even start the conversation. So I'm gonna give the floor to Sherrod
Can you
first.
hear me?
Yeah, y'all can hear you. You eating some
All right,
food?
nah. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
All right. So we're gonna give Sherrod the floor first and tell me what your issue is on how I deliver my message about my black community or about the melanated community. What is your issue that you think that I do wrong on my platform?
Okay. What my issue is this. You say you want to bring some type of unity between the YT community and us. Am I correct? First let me ask you that.
Yes.
Okay. What I'm saying to you is when you're speaking on black issues, right? That you should be speaking to black people and not having white people giving insight on black issues where they don't even understand where we come from or who we are. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you're trying to unify that, you need to do it a different way. You're speaking on black issues that's going on in neighborhoods where we from, and you're giving white people a chance to give their sentiment on it, which they don't have a clue about what's going on with us. Like white people don't bring us into their affairs. They don't call black people to fix nothing for them or to help them fix anything or to have an insight on anything they need to fix. Now, trying to bring unity amongst people is a totally different aspect of it. That's my issue.
All right. So now, white people are not blind. They have eyes and they see what's going on. A lot of black people are doing the degenerate stuff in our communities and even in their communities, and they can see it on the internet. In fact, some of the people records it and post it. So for we to, about to say that they don't know what's going on, they know exactly what's going on because they're seeing it directly. Not only are we seeing it directly, is that whenever I address the issues amongst black people, they still don't accept it. They're trying to find another avenue to run down of saying, but, it's the system, it's the system. We don't have resources. But then when a white person on the panel, somehow y'all deflect to go back to that when my platform is to talk about uncomfortable truths on both avenues,
Hmm.
white avenue and black avenue. And I invite both people to point out the differences between one another to come to a common ground. We have to address the elephant in the room. There's plenty of episodes that I invited, before you knew who he was, Bumpy, Really Real, when we
Hmm.
address the white issues as well on my panel. But a lot of people have selective perception and only want to focus on what triggers them.
Well, that's the difference between me and those people. What I'm saying, my sentiment on this situation is white people don't bring us into their personal situations with each other and try to have us give them some insight on their own issues. They don't do that. That's my point. The unifying thing, if that's what you choose to do, which it will never work. I mean, Martin tried it. It didn't work. It won't work, man. It would never work. So stop trying to act like it's gonna work. Them people don't agree with us. I mean, the ones that got the power to do things. I mean, I don't understand what we don't get. If we can't unify amongst ourselves, damn some other people.
So watch this,
'Cause,
Sherrod. Do you agree that white people have heirs? You agree, right? They have heirs, right? If
yeah,
they
they
have,
have ears.
yes, heirs. If they
We
have,
do too.
yes, right? So therefore, we even promote the degeneracy in our rap music. Literally. Drive-bys,
What does rock and
unaliving.
roll do? What does rock and roll do?
No, 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 no. See, no,
No,
I'm
no,
going to that.
because we
Rock and
can't.
roll don't promote street
Rock and
culture.
roll don't
You know.
promote what? They drink ketchup and all that shit on there, pour it on their head, and vampires sucking. Come on, man. Come on,
No,
man. Don't
no,
don't 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 do that, man.
no. I'm going down that route. Listen, what I'm saying to you. I'm going. See, you prove my point. You thank you for proving my point. Because
No,
black people have ears also, right? And you point out that you heard them say that. So mind you, you have an opinion on what you heard about them drinking vampire blood and stuff, right? So my whole point is why they can't have an opinion on Pookie and Ray
Daryl,
Ray
damn, you
making music about
all
no.
ethnicities, all races take out one another. Stop trying to put it on
No, you're
black
missing the
people.
point. No, I'm not.
No, I'm talking to Daryl Dam down there saying rock don't unalive each other. You bugging out, man. Stop jumping down the wrong tree hole, man.
So
All nationalities unalive one another at a high rate.
I know,
Yes, they
but
do like black people. White people unalive white people more than black people unalive black people. I don't care. Chicago, all that shit. What's wrong with it is it's not televised. That's the point. They try to fix their shit before they put it out there.
all right
Come
now.
on with the bullshit. That shit is not untrue. That's true. Go do your
Now,
research.
now, Sherrod,
Stop sitting up here talking
Sherrod,
down on your own people, man.
Sherrod, me and you talking, right? Right now, what you did was a classic pivot. You actually
No, no,
traveled.
no, no. I'm listening to you. I just want to make that clear to these people that don't understand their own people and want to condemn their own people, but not call out the situations at hand that created this melee and massacre of us. We don't look into that. We just look into they did this. They Dow damn go lay down somewhere, man. You live in the
So,
back of the woods somewhere, and you
so watch this, right? So when it comes down to it, right, white people have ears, right? They listen to the rap music we're saying, unalive and promoting violence, right? So
Mhm.
my point is, they are telling the people how our street culture is. They're telling them it. Do this, do that, and third. The same way you can say rock people who are doing rock, first of all, rock don't promote unaliving. You better talk about some weird heavy metal type of thing, probably, I guess. But
all of that's a
even
part of rock and roll to me.
no, no,
Heavy
all right,
metal, rock, all that's the same shit.
all right, cool. But my whole point is the same way how you can say what they're doing because you have ears and I have
Mhm.
ears and we
Uh-huh.
hear this. They can't tell you, hey, don't have an opinion or don't speak on this something to talk about when you have ears. They put it to the masses, right? The same way that the drill rap scene is heavily black
Hmm.
talking about degeneracy in the communities that doing
Hmm.
drive-bys, doing crazy ish, and I live amongst that right now as we speak. So I'm saying people would say these people who doing the drive-bys on Alabin have no resources. They're product of their environment, X, Y, and Z. But then why I can't be the product of my environment of how I think because I'm traumatized of what I saw. But I'm shamed for it.
That's not what I listen. The difference is what from me and what you're trying to do is this. You're trying to put me in a category with everybody else. Explaining to you exactly what I have an issue with.
No,
I'm
I ain't
not
saying
saying
you.
whatever everybody else is saying, that's between you and them. I'm giving you what I have an issue with, not what everybody else does. That don't have it. My thing is this: dance.
Hmm.
Speak to your people first before you go and speak to some other people that are not your people. Them people don't do that with us. That's all I'm saying. I don't got listen, I deal with our community. My family deals with our community. We've been doing this forever. I mean, you said you deal with the community, and I applaud you for dealing with the community. My thing is the only problem I have is that you share the wrongdoings of our people to other people, and then you let them give an insight on that, which I, instead of dealing with your people first and foremost, get it correct with your people. And then if things go outside of that, then that's cool. But don't not try to fix it and then have them people coming in here giving their insight on our issues. I don't care about their issues. Period. I
All
don't
right.
care about what white people think. I do not care about that. And
So,
that's what I need you to understand pertaining to me. I care about our people and what our people think and do. That's the
but,
point. And I
but
give back to the community, even on this app, probably more than anybody here.
but if you
I'm
don't
just
care,
saying, I'm talking about outside in the community and on this app to our people. And it's people that come in here and let you know that. My thing is this: I'm standing up for black people the same way white people was scorching us, hanging us. I mean, strange fruiting us some things, burning our people. I don't listen. They can never have some sympathy from me. Never, ever,
all right, watch
because
this.
it's mentally done now. It ain't physically done to a degree anymore. They still doing it, but it's mentally done. Listen. This is what people don't understand.
But
I
hold on,
would
Sherrod.
never be a victim because I am a mover. That's the difference. I move out for things. My everything about my life says that. I can never be a victim. So everybody saying victim, you're wrong. The point is you don't want to hear the truth. That's the point. Y'all don't want to hear the truth.
All right. So here the problem, right? You say you don't care about white people or what they
No,
think, right?
I don't.
Yeah, but you actually do, because if you're saying they have an insight of what happening, then you do care about what they think about a community, because you wouldn't say that to me if I'm talking to them or other black people
No,
about our issues and their issues. So
I
therefore,
care about
you
what
actually
you
do.
think and the people that look like us think.
No, no,
I don't care
hold
about
on,
what they
hold on,
think because
hold
what
on,
they
hold on,
think
hold on,
don't
hold
help
on, hold
us.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. What I'm saying to you is this, right? You actually do care about what they think, because you're saying
I
that
do,
dance matters.
man.
You shouldn't do this in front of them. So
Yes,
therefore,
but
you're
that's
giving
not
them.
what I care about. What you do in front of them, not what they think.
I'm talking.
You missing me.
No, I'm hearing what you're saying. Let me land the plane. But oh, I get what you're saying. Because my whole point is, then you wouldn't care, because those people can use my talking points back against you, right? So therefore, they will think this now. So therefore, you do kind of care what they think, because you're saying why give them things to use against us. Basically, what you're saying.
I don't
Eh,
care about what they think, Dance. I care about what you do in front of them, what you give them. So your actions is what I care about. I don't give a damn about what they think.
all right.
That's the
So,
point. And and you need to get an understanding of that, being that's who you are. Because guess what? If it came down to it today, and there was some type of war going on, where the fuck you going? Think about what I'm saying to you. Stop going outside of yourself and trying to appease others. Listen. Uh,
but Sherrod,
them people don't spend
hold on,
no
hold
money with
on,
us.
hold,
Them people don't
hold on,
deal with
Sherrod,
us. Let's teach that. Let's not
hold on,
teach
hold on.
what
We
what.
get to that part next. We get to that part next. But here's the problem right here, right? Who need white enemies when I have black enemies in my community who decides to want to hurt me, want to unalive me, just because my views are different, not because I hurt anybody, just because my views are
Dance,
different.
dance.
And, no, hold on, Kamal.
Man, go ahead.
I'll let you talk. So my thing is, who needs them when the people that we're saying I should call my brother and sister are telling me I'm an Uncle Tom, I'm a raccoon, I'm a sellout, get him out of the community,
That,
exile.
that, that,
Right? So mind
no,
you, hold on, no, hold
that's
on,
verbal communication, though, Dance.
not you, not you. Hold on, you talk for the whole time. I let you
Go
rock.
ahead, go ahead.
So what
I
I'm
mean,
saying is, when that happened, right? It's weird to me. Now, you mentioned that the white man was hanging people from trees, X, Y, and Z, which is true. But the black people and even the people on your panel yesterday was basically virtually hanging me. Y'all literally jumped me. Y'all did a verbal lynching on me on your panel yesterday. Literally, I couldn't get a full thought out. I'm being called raccoon the whole way through. But at the end of the day, I find it extremely strange that the pro-black people are using white racist rhetoric against a black man to insult him. Yeah, let it rock. How was that pro-black? That's not pro-black. That's pro-asshole. And that's what I'm saying. That right, not saying you won, but I'm saying that what they was doing. To me, that is super. That is cause more division. Why would I want to partner up with people like this that keep insulting me constantly? When you make people sharper, iron sharpens iron. You need to have opposing views to sharpen something. If you keep insulting someone because because they thought different, it's insane. Now, for example, when we go down to this whole Emmett Will joke, it wasn't making fun of Emmett Till. That's the lie they try to spread. It was not. But I find it strange that people would say, "Hey, Dance Maddox, have tougher skin." So hold up, have tougher skin. But you have a man calling me racial slurs in Will. I respond back to him. He plays like he's a victim and quit panels, right? But y'all tell me to have tougher skin when multiple black people are calling me raccoons and bootlicker have tougher skin. But then y'all get offended that I made a joke about Will, about Emmett Till. About Emmett Will. I apologize. About Emmett Will. Somehow, y'all all get offended by that. But tell me to have tougher skin and don't be offended when people call me racial slurs constantly. It is one of the most hypocritical things that I heard in my life. I didn't call none of y'all that type of thing but him. And somehow the whole panel got offended by that, but didn't get offended by calling me Uncle Tom or Raccoon. Guess who was also tortured and put in trees? The coon. Y'all skip past that part. That white man will put that raccoon dude in a tree. He was also tortured. But no one said don't call this black man or melanated American this word because this word has also was linked to black men being tortured. To that you say what, Sherrod?
Listen, what was your sentiment on making that kind of joke to a black man, saying Emmett Will? I mean, every black person understands what you mean. So why would that type of rhetoric even come out your mouth towards a black person? But you over here trying to play victim to what was said to you yesterday. I's the one who told you to have tougher skin because I don't pay attention to none of that shit. You know how many times people call me aces and he this and he that and he don't like white people and I don't give a damn about what them people feel. I'm here to uplift my people only. That's the difference. You trying to be a compromiser with some people that don't even like you. That's my point. And you study trying to do it. It's been proven already. You live in the hood in Brownsville. You watch white police officers grab black kids and slam them on the ground every day for nothing at all. Come here, let me search you. You watch this shit. Black people don't go to white neighborhoods and do that. So come on, man. If you're gonna uplift your people, uplift your people. Do it the right way. Don't try to involve others in our business
All right. So
because
what I
no
do
other
watch,
ethnicity does it.
but what I do watch, see, here's the problem with you. I don't watch white people slam black people in the head every day in my community. That's lie.
What?
In my community, I have nothing in my life personally. Maybe
Dance. You live
on.
in Brownsville. Dance. Cut it out, man.
I don't live in Brownsville, bro. I don't. And I'm
Listen,
telling you, I see far more black people slamming black people on their head. You want to be
I,
exact?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm listen. I'm not. Listen. This is what I'm saying. You trying to condemn black people instead of trying to fix it. That's the point. You coming on here condemning black people
No,
to
not
white
black
people.
people.
Hold on. You said when I let you when you talk, I let you talk. I ain't
Go ahead.
listen. You're condemning black people when you get up here in front of a bunch of white people and say all the wrongdoings of black people to white people. That's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna try to fix something in your community, do that amongst your people. Fix it first. That's the point. Stop coming on here condemning your own people, and then when somebody say something to you, you act like the world ended.
But bro, this
Black
comes.
people are not going to listen. Black people are not going to agree with you on condemning black people. They're not. None of us. That's the point. And you're doing it in front of white people. If you go and fix it, did I ever say that your mindset is wrong for how you feel about us as a people? I never said that. My
Good.
point is this: don't do it in front of no other people. Fix the problems amongst your people, and then you can have a say so to your people. You don't got to. You don't see Chinese people coming out there saying, "Oh, I don't like Zhu Zhangjiang, and I'm gonna do it." They don't say that in front of people. You don't see white people that's in power, in certain power in places, talk about their own people. They don't do that. Why are you doing it? Fix it. Don't worry about what the fuck they think.
Now watch this, bro.
Just look at your chat at what I listen.
Now hold
Look
on.
at your chat at what I'm saying. What I'm saying is for the betterance of us, right? For give you some insight on how you think. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to give you some insight on our conversation, and hopefully you could take what's good from it with you, and whatever you felt was bad, leave it there and go on with life. My thing is, let's stop condemning our people, man, to these white people. That's
All
all I'm
right.
saying.
All right. Now watch this, bro. I hear what you're saying, right? You mentioned compromising with white people. But why would y'all want me to compromise with people calling me coon all day long? Why would I want to compromise with that people? Y'all
Dance.
no, hold on. I'll let you talk. What I'm saying to you is that why would I want to compromise with people like that? Y'all are purposely separating me from people like this, right? So my thing is that's the issue. Not only that's the issue is you said condemning black people. No, I'm condemning the wrong people who are doing things to people. And not condemning black people who are working, doing the damn thing, who educated, who getting degrees and doing the damn thing. I salute them in public. So you tell me, hey, Dance, don't salute good black people in public. Do it in private. You never tell me this. But it's only when I'm calling out the degeneracy in public who commit the crime in public, somehow I'm an issue, right? The thing is,
Tell me
you
what you said
no, hold
about
on,
white people.
no, hold on. You literally is trying to condemn me right now in front of
No,
white
I'm not.
people on this app.
I'm just telling you my disagreements with you. The problem is you're too emotional about having a conversation, but you always want to have it.
But
I
you cut
didn't
me
condemn you
off,
not one time.
bro.
I just like I told you like I told you last night. You gotta have tougher skin. You
You
want
cut me
everybody to be
off though, bro.
sympathetic towards you.
I
That's
let
not
you
gonna
talk,
happen.
right? But I let you talk, bro. Right? I let you talk. So my thing is this, right? When it comes down to it, the thing is this. You don't look at it as condemning, fine. But what you're doing is actually is trying to condemn what I'm saying in front of white people. You're actually condemning me right now by saying that. And I'm
No,
saying I'm okay with it. No, bro, I'm okay with it, bro. I don't get offended by that. Like, no, I'm saying let me point out the hypocrisy. I believe that anyone, watch this. Let me prime example. Let's use black women and black men, for example, because the topic is about this right here. For example, how many times you see black women check their children in public? In public. Don't do that. Don't do this.
often.
And we say, Mama ain't play no games. She would check you in the middle of everything. Even in
Mhm,
school, right? We would say this, right?
mhm.
It'll be 100% okay. But then when a grown folk address another adult in public, it's do it in private. But we allow the parents to check the kids in public, and we actually say it's okay when our parent will whoop us in school, spank us in the middle of stores, or in the park. It's accepted. But for
You're
some weird
doing
reason, when we get
you're doing
grown,
exactly what
we
I
can't.
said you was doing.
No,
You still
no,
up here talking
no.
about
I'm asking
black
you a
people.
question. The topic
You
is about
still up here on black
the
people and
topic is about.
condemning black people.
No, I'm not.
Listen,
I'm giving it.
can I
No, no,
can
no,
I
no.
give you?
I'm giving an example of something.
Yeah, but I understand. But what I'm
I
saying
ask
is
you a
about the black.
question.
Are you saying that the
I'm
parents
asking you
spank
a
their kids in
question.
public? Listen,
No,
the
I'm trying to
reason
make a.
why you want to
I'm
teach
trying
your
to make a.
kid right from
Sherrod,
wrong.
Sherrod, 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 Sherrod. I'm trying to make a point
Come
to
on,
ask you a
man.
question. I'm
Go
making a
ahead.
point to ask you a question. So I'm saying is that me as a grown black man, right, or melanated man, are saying we shouldn't do the drive-by X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, in public. Y'all are saying, hey, dance, Maddox, don't do this in front of white people. But what I'm saying is, when black parents spank their children in public, in school, or in a public supermarket or the park in front of white people, we don't say this to them. I'm asking you, why is that?
Dance matters. The reason for a parent even chastising their child is to teach their child right from wrong at that moment. It's not that they're looking at it to see if any white people around before they chastise. You're not making any sense here. That doesn't add up to what I'm saying at all. Like I don't know what you're doing. Like that
Can
doesn't
you
make
answer my
sense.
question
But
though?
this conversation don't fit the grounds for that. You're talking about a parent teaching their children and putting it in a conversation with adults having a disagreement about doing things in front of another ethnicity of people. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You got to make it make sense, man.
No,
You're
but
not making any sense using that
you
type
didn't
of
answer the
term.
question though.
Did what? Why do I need to answer that question when you're not? Did it make sense for where we're at?
Yes, it
A
does.
parent teaches.
If
Listen, okay, I'm
if
gonna
you
answer the
answer
question.
it, it's gonna make
The
sense.
difference here is a parent teaches. Listen, discipline is teaching your child right from wrong. I mean, however you do it, that's the way you do it. That's the way you discipline your child. So who's there doesn't have anything. You're not focused on who's there. Your focus is to teach your child right from wrong at that moment, setting a standard for your child to let them know that this movement or this action you took right here is wrong. And I need you to understand that. So it has to be uncomfortable for you at that moment as a child to understand that it's wrong. That has nothing to do with two adults. I don't get what are you talking about?
The fact of the matter is, go back to again. The thing is condemning black in public. I'm giving two different scenarios, and I'm saying one is accepted in public, but the other one is not. And that's the point that I'm making to you, but you're not hearing what I'm saying to you. If you had answered the question,
Yes.
then I could hold on.
So
If
can
you
you
had
use
answered the question,
adults?
bro, if you answer the question, you watch it. All right, I'm gonna say it. Black children are the least protected this person in America is black children. It's not black women, it's actually black children, right? And the fact of the matter is, when people can openly disrespect children in public, black people, especially the black men, supposed to be the kings, is supposed to, no, don't do that in public. Bring that child home and correct him. But for some weird reason, we all adults now. And
Where
if
we
we are
going, Dan?
kings, hold on,
We
no, no,
need to
no, no,
stay
hold
where
on,
we
no, hold
were
on,
at.
hold
Where
on,
we were
hold
at,
on,
stay
hold on,
there.
hold on,
Stay where we
no, no,
why I
hold on,
came
hold on,
over here.
hold
Don't
on,
put
hold
it
on.
on kids, and that's
No,
not why we're here.
not about kids as an example. You offering an example. I'm making an overall point. I'm
You're
talking
not.
about us as kings now.
Your
If we're
example is
fit,
mute, man,
bro,
and you
no,
don't get it.
bro, see, look, you keep cutting me off.
Go
Listen,
ahead.
when it comes down to us, right, saying that we are kings, right, we are kings, then we should be able to also check the people in public like your mother checked you in public. The fact of the matter is we are grown adults, and somehow it's frowned upon to check your black brother or sister in public when they're doing wrong. And I am saying, name a king that can't address their people in public. Go.
Shit, you did all this rambling and then told me to
No,
do what?
I,
Say it
I
again.
didn't ramble. I made
You did
sense.
ramble because you went from we were talking
Name the
about
king.
dealing with
Yes. Same
our
topic.
issues amongst white people. You went to
Yes.
children to that don't have
Yes.
nothing to do with
It's the
this.
same topic, bro.
Disciplining a child has nothing to do with
It's the
what the
same
standards of
topic.
what we were talking about. And that's what
Bro,
I'm saying. You
can you answer
went
my question?
all the way around the world
Can you answer
and
my
try to come
question?
back, which I
Can
don't
you answer my
understand.
question? I gave an
It has
analogy
nothing
and an
to do with
example.
this. That
It
example you
is.
gave is mute. It's a mute
I
point.
gave an example to make a stronger point about us in public
What
with
point
white
are you
people.
making when you say,
I
listen,
asked the question. You
what
didn't answer
does
the question.
children have to do with a person with a full grown brain that's older than 26 years old whose mind functions on their own? What does whooping a child have to do with those people?
We're saying in front of white people, right? That's the topic, right? I'm asking you right now, in front of white people, one thing
Listen,
is accepted.
when
Who are,
listen, we
hold
got
on,
to
hold on.
use a
No,
different
you have you have to listen to what I'm saying to
ideology
you,
here.
bro. No, listen to
Your
what I'm saying to
analogy
you.
is totally
You have
totally
to see,
crazy.
but you're not listening to understand. You listen to respond.
I'm
I'm asking,
listening to understand.
no, you're
There's
not.
nothing to understand though.
So can you answer my
You took
question?
children and put
So,
them in a
so,
situation with
so,
adults, and you're trying to
oh
make a
my,
point for me.
I'm making a point by saying there are adults that saying we can't just adults, but we're perfectly fine for adults to check the vulnerable in front of white people. Now the question is this. Here's the question. I said, let me ask you a question. Name a king that can't address its people in public. Go.
No, you're saying name a king that can't address his people in public when that's not what you said doesn't equate to what our conversation
Yes,
began with.
from the white people,
No,
right?
it doesn't, because you said children. Children don't have their own.
And then
Children don't
and then
think
I
for
went to
themselves,
adults. And then I went to adults.
bro. You
So the children
listen.
part.
You went around in a circle for
No,
15 minutes, and you want me to answer
I
every
went
question as
to
you gave it.
it
You
was
got to
one
stop
question.
and
It was
give me a
one
question, and
question.
then let me answer it, and then go on with your next
It
question,
was
and let me
no.
answer it.
I
You're going
didn't.
all the
I
way
didn't
around
ask you two
around the world.
questions, bro.
Listen to me.
I
Listen to
didn't
me.
ask you one question.
Listen.
I made a
A
point
king,
to
put
ask
it
you a
this way:
question.
we don't got kings. We don't got people kings overriding us in our communities.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that I don't even give a fuck about that. That's some white
No,
shit.
I
That ain't
didn't
got nothing
say
to do with us.
that. I
You
didn't.
said what king can't address his people in public?
Yes,
Is that's
I
their
didn't say
shit.
if
We
we
don't
had
got that.
kings. I didn't say we had kings in our community. I didn't
All
say
right then.
that.
So what are you saying? We
Can you
talking
answer the
about black people,
question?
right?
Can you answer the question? Remember, it's not
Stop
about
giving
you.
me white rhetoric on black
It's not
issues.
white
That's what I'm trying to
rhetoric.
tell you. It
Oh,
is. Who got
hold on,
kings?
Sherrod. Now you got to have tougher skin because I never said it was about white.
I listen. I don't. I got tough skin. I'm
So
talking to
so
you regular.
so
I'm
so
not
let me
complaining about you saying something
so
about
let me
me
address
and they
so
saying
let
something about me, and
so let
I
me
ain't addressing
address
none
the
of that
point.
like you was doing last night.
Let me address the point. The point I'm making to you is white people don't call themselves in America kings. Black people say we are kings and queens. This is black people's rhetoric, right? To uplift the people. White people don't call us kings in America. They don't say, "Yo,
They
what's up?"
don't call it, but
No,
they don't call
no,
you
I'm
kings and
missing the point.
queens to
Oh my god!
chastise your people in
No, you're missing
public.
the point. You're missing the point. The point I'm making to you is, if you're saying that a king can't address its people in public in front of white people, then what type of authority do the king actually has?
Listen, Dance. I'm gonna say this to you, man. I'm trying to have a real conversation with you.
I am
You're
too.
trying to sound smart, but sounding backwards. I don't understand where you going, or how you know. I know you like to appease people. They must pay you or whatever they do. I'm just telling you this. We're gonna go back to where we were from the beginning, which is you speaking on black issues amongst white people, and you haven't spoken to your own community first. That's where we were at. You went all the way around in circles about whooping kids and doing that had nothing to do with what we were talking about. We were talking about you conducting lives and hosting lives talking about black issues amongst white people and letting them have an insight or give a directory towards us as a people. Is that's what I'm saying. We don't white people don't allow black people to give any insight on their issues. But you trying to say you trying to make a truce. How the hell are you trying to make a truce condemning your own people? That's not making a truce.
All right.
Like
Now,
you got to make sense here, man.
all right. Watch this
Come
now.
on, man.
Well, once again,
Either you gonna uplift your people or you gonna condemn them. Which don't try to straddle the fence here. That's what you be trying to do.
all
Then you
right.
try to be simple. Then you try to want everybody to have sympathy for you as soon as somebody say something to you. They saying things to you because you downgrading black people and you
All
act
right.
like you don't understand that.
All right, Sherrod. You
That's
said
all I'm
that
saying.
you said that I'm trying to sound smart, but my point is you are smart presenting. And what I mean by that is that you're saying talking points that sound educated, but it's not. Because you're not understanding what I'm actually asking you. I was asking you the question to make a major point to the point I was making overall. But you wasn't following it. So let's get back to something more simple, right? So mind you, I do call out black people amongst black people, right? Not even black people itself as a
When
whole.
do you call
But
out white people? That's what I'm talking about. You keep talking about black people.
you just
When do
said go
you
back to the
host
topic.
lives and call out
Bro,
white people on white people?
Sherrod.
That's what
You
I'm
just
asking.
said no. You
Yes.
just said go back to the topic. I'm going back to the topic, and you coming off and say what about white people?
Dance,
That's
come on, man.
deflection.
You're not making. Listen,
You're not
man.
making any sense because you keep responding just to
You're not,
respond.
man.
Let me get the point out that you can respond to my point that I'm making to you. Because my point I'm making to you is this: before I did anything online, I had literally had black spaces, right? Literally. When I was woke in 2018, 2019, when I was in that woke category, I had black spaces all over on Facebook and Instagram. Black spaces, right? And I
Hmm.
realized that don't make sense if we keep bringing up white people why they can't have a say so to at least understand where we're coming from and where they're coming from, right? At least do that. Then I realized people wasn't with that type of conversation. I keep saying, I keep bringing up white people like Candyman, and they get mad when Candyman pops up. Then stop bringing up white people. For example, Sherrod, one day on one of your other lives, me and you
Hmm.
had a conversation about how can we fix the black community. Let's come with solutions. And every time we tried to build, me and you, multiple other black people came in your panel and included white people. And I keep
All right, let me
saying,
let me
why?
ask you a question.
Hold on, I'm
Go ahead.
almost done.
Go ahead.
Why stop bringing up white people? What could we do to fix our own people? We tried to have that on your panel the first time up there, but I would jump for 3 hours by again you force or foot soldiers who just kept bringing up white people. And I kept saying, what is wrong with y'all? And not one time that I bring up anybody white. I'm saying, what could we do? Because what
Okay,
we could do is what
let me ask
leaders
you this
do.
one question.
Look into yourself, not to
Let
blame
me ask
other
you this one
people.
question. One question.
And for hold on,
When,
and for the solution, you have to identify the problem to even find the cure. How can you cure something if you don't know what the disease is? Go ahead.
okay, listen. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
When do white people do this type of shit that you do to white people in front of you?
It's on
Huh?
TikTok right
Just
now as
answer
we
the
speak.
question. Just answer that question.
I just did. It's on TikTok right now as we speak. South do it. He literally
Man,
does
listen,
this.
listen, listen.
No,
I don't want to hear
hold
nothing
on.
about that
No,
dude.
no, 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 you can't tell me how to answer the question. You ask me a question, I'm giving you
All
examples.
right.
So my thing is, right, not only that, you have other white people, and my boy Joey Jukes, same thing. He invites me on that platform to talk about their white issues. So there you have it.
Listen, dance. From my experience on this app, I've never seen it ever. What I'm saying to you is you do it often. You doing it now. That's the point. You. I don't know what you're trying to do. You saying you trying to help the community, but how you helping the community and you talking down on them and you not? It's not like you going outside and doing this, like trying to help the youth from a positive standpoint. You coming up here condemning black people to other people, and you saying that you trying to fix a problem. You ain't gonna never fix a problem that way.
No, none of my
You
strange.
gonna turn black people against you.
Now watch this.
That's where you headed.
No, hit the difference, right?
And I'm trying to stop it. Really, I'm trying to have a conversation with you to have an understanding of where you're going. But from what I've got from this conversation here alone, in the past 3 conversations we done had on TikTok or even off TikTok, you make a lot better sense because you don't talk like this. On
I
TikTok,
do.
nah, bro. You listen. We done had conversations to where you done said you tired of them people. Now you saying
Watch this.
you still trying to have host lives and say that you did.
Now
Like,
watch
what the
this, right?
fuck, man?
Now watch this. Now watch this. So Corey he's trying to expose
No,
a
no,
big
no.
part of this.
I'm not
Hold
trying
on.
to expose
Now
anything.
watch
I
this.
just said,
No, hold
did
on.
you or didn't you say that?
No, I'm glad you said that. Now everybody on my live can actually admit that I said this right now. People on my live, the people who follow me, did I not a few days ago for a week straight called out white people and say y'all not slick for trying to use me as a weapon to black people? Did I not say that publicly? Yes or no, y'all? Look, read the comments. Sherrod, I said it to them first before I said it to you.
Hey, slight work. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading it. I mean,
I made a whole live a week straight exposing white people who was using black people like myself to attack black people. And I aired them out. I even gave you out the girl, White Guilt Kim. I gave her that name, White Girl Kim. And I also aired out Koala Bear, Mama Bear. I aired her out too. I told people they can't be trusted. These are people are wicked white women. I said it 100 times. I called out fear. I called out fact. But y'all ignore that fact because you know what? It
this
don't
is
fit the narrative. Hold on. But mind you, I seen a white guy named Gaga in y'all spaces, but y'all pro-black. But y'all would insult other pro. Hold on.
No,
Y'all would
let me say
insult.
something about that point right there. I'm the one who always call out Gaga. We don't agree at all, so you don't see
No,
him in
no,
my space.
no, not you. I ain't saying you. I'm talking
No,
about
you
the
say y'all, so you putting me in
pro-black.
the category with
All right,
everybody
cool.
else.
All right.
So
When I say,
I'm
all
here
right,
to say
all
that
right,
you don't
I move you out.
see
I move you out
Gaga
of it.
in my space.
Hold on. All
I'm
right,
the
cool.
one who called out Gaga and told him he
All
need to
right.
be in the back of the motherfucking bus and wait until we call him to use when police stop the bus. You take your crack ass up there and you go and you do your due diligence. You go back to the back of the bus until we need you again.
But watch this,
That
Sherrod.
so don't put me in the category with nobody.
I just said not you. I just said not you. You're not listening. I just said not you. Mind you, it's not shot to you personally. But these same pro-black spaces that you cool with would allow Gaga to come on the platform and they would insult me in front of that white man. They would literally have the pale Viking. I'll call him the pale Viking.
But you
That
don't
oh my
call
oh,
Florida a pale Viking.
no, oh my god.
White people is white people.
Bro, no. His
You
picture
said
has the pale
South
his
Florida is your
picture.
brother. You see the
Listen,
contradiction in this shit?
bro, the fact that you can't finish the sentence, bro. The fact of the matter is, I called him a pale Viking because of his profile picture is a Viking man on his picture.
Oh
So
man.
I called him the pale Viking. And not only I call him the pale Viking, right? Y'all have no issue with me using a racial joke against him at all. It's fine because he's white, right? My thing is this. This guy come up there with his white guilt trying to gain black sympathy coins. And y'all just not saying you, but they just let him come up there and attack other black people. But y'all so pro-black, right? And y'all to protect your own. But y'all let a Viking go on sea in y'all spaces and try to colonize your spaces with other issues. It's me, baby,
Okay.
cool. And before that, let me give Sherrod
Can
an
I speak for
example.
any other person besides
Let me give
myself? Can I
Sherrod.
do that?
Hold on. No,
I'm
no,
just
not
asking you a
you.
question.
No, hold on. And let me give people online right now something that I do for my community. Take a look.
It's great.
This is me.
I never hold on. Let me ask you a question. Did I ever say you didn't have me ever say that you didn't do anything for me? I take a man from his word and his actions.
Not you, Sherrod. Not you.
I don't
Not
take
you.
nothing from a man. So I'm gonna say this to you, right? Can you not do this? Put me
No, not you.
in
Not you.
the category where no, I'm talking about from what you said before. When you
Yeah,
say
I said not you,
y'all,
bro. Not Sherrod, y'all. I'm talking about Sherrod. For the people watching, this is what I do. I'm gonna fast forward a little more because
hey, I'm gonna give you my Instagram and let you go look, man. I do the same. I do the same
this
thing
is
in the
me.
community.
This is me again for my community. This is me again.
And no one cares. That's a melody from heaven. Hold your head
It's
up,
me again with Uniform Drive.
young princess, when you get your wedding ring. Your man is saying, she's my queen.
Now let's see if the people gonna lie and say they don't see it now. Christmas Drive. This is me.
Let me ask you a question now. How many white people helped you do that?
Hold on. It's me again.
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
No, hold on, Sherrod. My point was finished. You guys can question after that.
I saw you do this. I saw you give it to people in the train station. I saw you. I'm not. I ain't never take that.
So now, watch this. For the people who keep saying current, y'all part of the problem. Go suck some D. Now take that how y'all take that. Because now the YN spirit's coming out of me right now.
Now you see.
No.
Dance. Hold on. You would
Sherrod,
now
not you,
you would say
Sherrod.
they're attacking
No,
you.
not
No.
Sherrod, not you. Hold on,
Not saying me. I'm talking about. I'm giving you a understanding of what you're doing.
no,
You
let me finish
said
the point first. Because I have the right to finally snap at someone keep insulting me in the comments the same way how you did, right? So my whole point is when you snapped on other people who got under your nerves, I was quiet because I
I
understood
didn't
where you're
snap
coming
on
from.
nobody. I just told Daryl, damn, he them
Not
people
today.
wouldn't act the way he.
Not today. I'm saying if you got a bunch of people who keep insulting you, doing slick stuff, purposely trying to downplay what you do for the community by saying to certain
Mm-hmm,
current. These are the people, not you, that I have the issue with. Because no matter what you do, it's never gonna be good for them. Meanwhile, they don't do shit but drink Casamigos and hookah. Go ahead, Sherrod.
Hold on.
Your name Big Bear.
Yeah. Now listen. I asked you a question. How many
Go
white
ahead.
people helped you do that charity?
That right there, it was mainly black, like a few white
Okay.
people.
That. Listen. That's what I mean about.
But can I finish with
Listen,
answering it?
better your. I understand where you're coming from, right? But you got to do it in a different way, Dance. Then do this shit like you do it up here, man. You condemning black people, but then trying to say you're trying to help. I don't understand.
How
You
I'm
did it
condemning black
today
people?
because you talking down on black people
No, I'm
now.
not.
Come on, bruh. Come on, man. Yeah.
Watch it.
How about you
Watch
under?
this.
Let
Watch this, Sherrod. I'm gonna give you an extreme
me address this
to
lady right
make
here.
it make sense. If a
She don't.
black
Whoever
man,
Denise Galvez is, when you understand what racism or racist is, then you could talk to me. You don't
all right.
understand that, so that's why
So
you're saying
Sherrod,
what you're saying. Go
so
ahead.
if a guy, right, like Dwayne, who was a child SA, or
Hmm.
a black man who beat women, or a
Hmm.
black man who great people, and you calling people out, are you calling out black people?
No, but I'm not speaking from a plural standpoint. That's a singular standpoint. I'm talking to one individual. You're speaking on black people as a
Who
whole.
does these things? That's the point.
God,
Not as a whole. I'm talking about the people like this. That's all I talk about. The people that's committing the crimes like this. Not black people. I keep saying overall. There's a difference, and I don't like that we get painted by the world, even African blacks, paint us as such. I don't like that. I'm attacking the narrative that people are purposely putting on black people because people are doing it. I'm calling out those individuals. But some weird reason, y'all keep saying it's black people. So by that logic, if you call out a child SA, then it's black people. By your logic. And I don't
no,
count
no.
that as that.
That's a black person.
But I'm
That's
talking
going
about
at an individual person. That's not going at a collective of people.
brother.
We're not going at one ethnicity of people. I'm not going at our ethnicity as a whole when I say I'm talking about Dwayne. You see that?
But when I brung up Carmelo Anthony, you talking about the black people, man. No, I'm not. I'm talking about
Wait,
Carmelo
wait,
Anthony.
wait, wait. Hold.
Not
Don't
you,
listen. You're
not
talking
you,
to
not
me.
you, bro. Not you, brother.
Yes, we
You.
can't talk outside of each other. You're
No,
talking to me,
no, but
and
I'm
you're
I'm
bringing up.
giving I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example of whenever I bring up a topic about a black individual and address him, they say about black people. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the individual. That's hurting our image. I don't understand. I don't get that. Name a time, Sherrod, that I said black people are evil, black people are this. Name this time. I said this. Name this time.
Listen, when you talk on black issues, and you because you don't know the individuals that are actually committing these acts, you say black people. You do. So that's what I'm saying. So you are talking about us as a people. That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. You don't talk about the individuals that did it because you don't know them. You don't individualize anything. You make it plural. I don't think you understand what you're doing when you're doing it. That's what I'm talking
You're not going to answer my question, though.
about. Listen, I mean, we've answered these same
You didn't answer
questions
my question.
75 times
No,
right
you
here.
didn't. You didn't answer my question. Name this time that I named black people as a whole as bad people. Name this time.
Listen, when you don't know the people, the individuals that's committing acts, and you start talking about a people, which is black people, you always say black people do this to black people. So are you talking to black people or a black person?
All right.
You say that.
All right. Let's get into the crime stats, right? Because that's where it's going from, right? When we talk to move the conversation forward, we'll be here all day saying individual names constantly. We'll be here all day. So we say that the number one threat to black people are other black people. It's true, right?
No,
So
it's not true.
come on, when it come down to the violent crimes, it is true. So I'm saying amongst each other, no one is taking your life at an alarming rate. It's only other black people, right? But the black people that I'm talking about is a subgroup. It's the gangsters, it's the thuggish people. These are the people that are hurting innocent black people. So I call them out because they're human, right? And we are human. The same you can say, come on, dance, how you doing X, Y, and Z is wrong, blah, blah. I'm cool with that, right? But for some weird reason, people will defend the criminal because I address them a certain way, but won't condemn the criminal for pulling the trigger a certain way. And I'm saying,
Hey,
yo, that's
okay,
black people. No, it's not. I'm talking about these
okay,
individuals. I
dance,
mean
dance,
people.
dance. Does every race or ethnicity unalive their own at a high rate more than any other ethnicity would unalive their own? Is that happening in all over the world, not just here? So let me ask you a question. The reason why you're saying this is because the news, television, has shown you uh, black people committing crimes with black people, opening, raising the numbers higher than what it is. It ain't 60 people in Chicago unalive 60 people in a park. That's a lie. But they telling us that because you don't have 60 funerals going on after you see that. You see that on the news, and then you don't hear nothing about nothing else. You will see 60 people getting up there crying, saying they lost a loved one. But they putting this in your brain, and you going with it. That's the point. But they do not
All right.
say nothing about when white boy go and unalive his whole family in the house and all that. Or they don't talk about these things until they fix it. But they talk about us, and then they got you jumping on the bandwagon right with them. What are we gonna do? They're unaliving us at a high rate. Our own people. Da, 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 da. White people unalive white people at a higher rate than we do.
All right, hold
I
on.
don't understand why the fuck you saying what you're saying, brother.
Hold on, Sherrod. Maybe this is a bit different. 95% of all the murders of black men are caused by black men. Now, pastors, political leaders, this is a tragedy that no one is talking about. We are not screaming about what we are doing to one another, but we will put up picket signs and march when a white policeman
Oh, I got him, y'all.
kills
Don't worry about it.
a
As soon as you
black
turn this
man.
shit off, I got him.
But when we kill one another, there's no outcry. And every weekend, we are sending young black men to their graves. And over 60% of the crimes that we commit of homicide against each other are drug-related crimes. All right.
All right, now hold on. Now listen. I want you to go, right? Because that's about 40 years old. I want you to
No,
do
it's
this.
not. No,
Listen.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. Right now, that man is in a wheelchair. He can't stand up like that.
Not
That's
40.
about 40 years, 30 years old. Listen, hold on. Let me
Go
finish.
ahead. Hold on.
Let me
Go ahead.
finish.
I can hear you. Go
Let
ahead.
me
Go ahead.
finish. Let me finish. Ooh.
No, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. Now go to the videos where he talking about the white people. That's what I mean about you. Stop trying to condemn black people and say that he said this about black people, but talk about what he said about white people from 40 years ago. That's what I'm talking about. Stop trying to, do you want to play the pointers he said about black people to white people, but not the pointers he made about white people to white people? That's what I'm talking about. That's why everybody on your head the way they on your head. Because you still talking about black people. And you're not putting nothing out there about white people. Black people didn't hurt. That's a learned behavior that came here. Come on, man. You trying to talk, you trying to show all the wrongdoings of black people or wrong sayings of black people towards black people, but you won't show what Farrakhan said about white people. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why everybody don't agree with you, because of the way you take or do things.
No, the fact of the matter is,
No.
black.
Ain't
No,
no
no, no, no,
fact of the
no,
matter.
no, 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 no. No. 'Cause I'm glad you said that. I'm about to cook your point right now.
Go ahead.
The fact that y'all want to try to shame me and said this is old, right? This is old 40 years ago.
No. Get to my
Hold
real
on.
point. Get to
Let me
my
get to
fuck that.
no,
How
no,
old
no,
it
no,
is.
no, no, no. And not fuck that. Let me get to the point I'm making to you. Because y'all can't get over Jim Crow. Y'all can't get over slavery, which is 400 years
Bro, you
ago.
still talking
No,
about
no, no, no,
black
no, no, no,
people.
no. I'm making a
Talk
point.
about white
I
people,
am making
man.
a point.
You're
I
not
am
making no
making,
fucking point. You pissing me off. That's what
No,
you're
you
doing.
pissing me off.
Come on,
So
man.
you piss. You want some ice cream? You pissing me
Talk
off.
about, listen, you
Let me talk,
played,
bro.
listen, you played a
Bro.
video.
Bro, it's Ain't Your Live, bro. I let you talk. I'm trying to respond to your message, bro. So my thing is this. The fact of the matter is this. You say, and other people try to say this is 40 years ago, which it wasn't 40 years ago. And if it is 40 years ago, then it's bad that it's in the same position we are now. Because I'm about to put up a stat to prove his point right now from current years. I'm going to put up an actual stat for you right now. So this point that he said is not an old thing. It's actually relevant today, right? But mind you, y'all have no problem bringing up slavery, Jim Crow, redlining,
Do you
which
see
was
what you
older.
doing?
No, hold on. No.
Come on,
Which was
man.
older than this video.
Come on,
But
man.
y'all use that for your argument. But I,
Listen,
no, no,
listen,
no.
listen, listen.
Bro, you want to
Just put a
respond.
Confederate flag on your t-shirt,
Bro.
man.
What happened?
For real. Just put a Confederate flag on your t-shirt at this point.
And
Because
Confederate flag
you're
means something
doing
fly.
exactly what I'm
All right.
saying that you're doing, and you're doing it now.
No.
You haven't, listen, you're
Hold on.
targeting black people.
No, I'm not.
You
I'm
are.
going back to the topic. You
You
asking
keep
me a
saying,
question, and you keep talking about white people.
listen, let me ask you this. When have you ever played
All right.
something?
Exhibit A, right here. This is the stats.
Go ahead.
Exhibit A. Black on black right here. 11,000 unalive in the recent years in one calendar year, which is more than half the number right here in total. These are numbers from funeral homes and hospitals, right?
Listen.
No. It's current. So therefore, this number is over 52% of the entire country unaliving, which proven Farrakhan's point. This is 2 years ago.
Dance.
This right here is a couple years ago. This is the black right here. I'm giving you current things because I've done the homework.
Dance. You're still doing what everyone's saying you're doing.
I don't give a fuck what they're saying you're doing.
Hold
No,
on,
bro.
listen.
This
You're
between
not
me and you
listening.
now. Remember, you said
All right,
everybody else.
let me say this.
Go ahead.
When have you ever played Farrakhan's video or audio talking about white people? When have you ever did it?
First and foremost.
No. Answer the question.
I'm trying to,
It's a yes or no question.
I can't even
It don't
answer
need
the
no
question,
other words.
bro. I can't even answer the question.
Go ahead.
I haven't played Farrakhan talking about white people, but guess what I did? I played white people talking about white people. So that's literally,
But you black talking about
the
black people
fact of
to
the matter
white
is,
people.
no, the
You
fact of the
played
matter is,
white people talking
bro,
about white people to white people, not to
bro,
you.
you're kind of emotional. You know, listen what I'm saying to you.
No, I'm speaking. That's the way I speak.
No, but I'm saying I can't get a full thought out. What I'm saying to you is, people were saying Dance Matters got his talking point from a white man. So I play Louis Farrakhan to prove the point that my point comes from Louis Farrakhan, a black man. So
But did you?
my talking point came from Louis Farrakhan, and then I did research on it and come out he was correct. So when I play the white statistic, whatever, I usually play somebody white saying it to them because I don't want to come off biased. That's what I'm saying. So I do it that way on purpose. So my thing is, I'm not saying Louis Farrakhan having bashed white people. He have. And told the truth at the same time. And I'm perfectly fine when him telling the truth. I have no issue with that at all. But my
Look
whole
at you
point
got a
is,
motherfucker who down here talking about somebody ain't know their father. He can't even pay $30 for a ticket. Shut the fuck up talking to me.
but the point that I'm making is Is Louis Farrakhan talking point a white talking point? Sherrod.
No, because
Thank you.
he listen. Let me tell you why. Because he don't just say these kind of things. He's trying to enlighten his people on what not to do. You didn't play the whole thing. You played a portion of it. So that's what I'm saying. You played a portion of it where he said this part in this portion of the video that you played. You didn't play the whole video. So we automatically know that he's for black people. He's for black people.
I never said he
We know
wasn't.
that. So I'm gonna tell you this. He's not speaking down on black people. He's saying what we need to stop. You, on the other hand, are talking down on making downward points on black people, and you do it every time you go live. You do it.
You can come on my
And
live
you listen, and you letting white people give you insight on black issues. Farrakhan ain't ever gonna do that. That's what you missing from Farrakhan. Yeah, he gonna talk about us as a people, but he ain't gonna let no other people come and talk about us as a people. And he gonna talk to us, not to them.
The fact of the
You
matter is,
talking to them, trying to get kudo points on us. That's what I'm talking about.
the fact of the matter is, once again, you don't come on the side of town to even can have that concrete evidence. What you're saying, you going with fake talking points that you thought I said.
No. I've
No,
been
no, no, no,
here
no,
long
no,
enough,
no,
Dance.
no, no, bro. Let you talk. Let me respond to you.
Go ahead.
My point is, you coming automatically with a prejudice because you heard someone say that, and also it could be a clip out of context. That's also possible, and I give you grace on that at the time. But I'm running out of giving people grace when I am telling you. It reminds me of the illegal immigrant argument versus immigrant argument. Whenever we say no, we're against illegals. You against immigrants? No, illegals. Against illegals? No, against immigrants. I'm saying I'm not against black people. I'm against people who hurt black people. You against black people? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. How I'm against black people by saying we need to do better because
Let-
these people are hold on. These people are harming us, and then the people who's supposed to be on my side are making hella. Yo, they had no opportunity. You can't blame them. I mean, yes, you could. Like, why are we defending this bad behavior? And then you wonder why we get painted in a bad light. And I don't like that. I don't like that the term ratchet is considered, is considered black woman. I don't like that.
Hey,
Because ratchet, hold on, 'cause ratchet is not black woman. Ratchet is a behavior that anyone could be. But therefore, if a white person act ratchet, people will say she's acting black. I mean, no, she's not acting black. She's acting ratchet. I'm trying to defend the black woman's image, but for some reason, they would say I'm defending a white girl because I'm saying she's not acting black. It's brain rot at this moment. Right now, it's brain rot. Go ahead.
are you getting what I'm saying to you?
Yes, but you wrong.
I'm not wrong, man. I'm saying this. You are not doing what Farrakhan is doing.
I never stopped what I
You
was doing.
are talking down on your people to white people.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. You're not trying to get your people to have an understanding of what is going on and it's wrong to your people. You're not enlightening them on anything. You're coming up here and you condemning them. And then when somebody say something to you, you play victim. Like you don't have, like you can't come back at, oh, they doing this to me, they doing that. You're a grown ass man. That's what this comes with. How many people condemn Farrakhan? He don't address every issue. You, on the other hand, you want sympathy. You want to say, oh, they doing this to me. How y'all doing this to me? Listen, this what it comes with that.
I point
Constructive
out the
criticism comes with that.
I point out the hypocrisy.
No, you constructive criticism is going to come with what you spill out your mouth.
So by that logic,
So you should be
that
able to
also comes with the guy who pulls the trigger.
listen.
Is that true?
Let me ask you this. Do you talk about
Is
white
that
people
true though?
pulling
First,
triggers?
is that
Do you
true?
talk about white people pulling triggers?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But now I'm asking you a question.
Dance. You know how many lives I've listened to you on from the
I've done
outside
it.
just listening? I've never heard you do it, man.
I've done it.
I've
I'm
never heard you
telling
do
this.
it.
I've literally done this.
Listen, I'm gonna ask you this. Do white
Hold
people.
on. Let's get a black guy to confirm this. We're really real at. Because really
Go
real the
get
only
him.
one. Really
Go
real
get
the
him.
only one that's come on these topics and sit with me and discuss them. Only really real.
Go get him. Listen, I'm just speaking from my perspective of what I didn't hear. Do I follow your lives often? No, but the times I have sat out and listened in, all I hear you do is talk about black people. And then you got white people in the comments like you got right now calling black people things that can't exist amongst black people.
I find it very comical that you got the pro-black people, right? Like you got pro-black, you got the FBAs, different blacks, right? Who are separating themselves from other blacks because they think different or because of like the talking point, right? We get past about that. But you have no problem calling me a white man's slur, a white man's created racial slur in front of white people on this app. Right?
Everything I've set up here was to address dance, no one
Yes.
else.
I'm going
So
to
why
the
are you
good
putting other
no,
black people
get over the real right
involved in
now.
a conversation between me and you?
Hold on. Where really real at? Real pull up really. No, because you keep including white people. So I'm trying to make an example of black people who are saying this have no problem calling me a racial slur that was created by a white man in front of white people. But then tell me how dare I address the thuggetry in my
Listen,
community in front of
you
white
want to
people? What are you talking about, bro?
you want to try to expose black people and then be a victim when black people say something to you.
Once
That's
again,
what you're
I
doing.
am not
And
exposing black
I mean, I don't
people.
understand it. You
The
are.
fact
You're talking about
I'm talking about
black
the
people,
it's insane to
but
me,
then when
bro.
somebody blacks don't agree with you and call you out on something, you saying that it's wrong.
How calling me a coon is calling me out on something? Please tell me that.
Listen, not agreeing with the rhetoric that's coming out your mouth towards black people is sometime going to come irrationally. You're not going to agree with what someone says to you. I just told you I go through it daily. Do I care about it? No, because I'm on what I'm on. I'm not here to care what other people say.
Really real. What's good, brother?
What's the word? What's
Really
going on
real.
with you?
Is it true that I call out white people pulling triggers against other people on the platform?
Yeah, I seen you do it before. Absolutely.
And I keep inviting people to this conversation and they always ignore me. They come in and say join and leave. And they continue to say they never saw it. When I have you screenshot it when you join my live. The only person who actually joined on these topics was real.
Now I'm gonna say this: there was a topic that you had, and Real could also speak on this. Me and Real was trying to come up here. You wouldn't let us up. Real, you remember?
What was the topic?
Let's see.
That was about like 3-4 months ago, and we went on another live and we spoke on it.
What was the topic? See, but
It
no,
was on. Listen, it was something like this. It was listen. Now, Real. Let me ask you a question.
you're deflecting.
I'm not deflecting anything. I'm speaking. Real know what I'm talking about.
But you said to prove a point. I'm proving a
Listen,
point. You're
no,
going
listen.
somewhere
I'm gonna
else.
ask Real a question now, being that you
Right.
asked him, do you speak on white? Now, Real, do you have a problem with him speaking on black issues amongst white people?
So if like my thing is, okay, if he's doing that, which I really, there was a point in time where I actually had the conversation that you're having with him. But when I seen that he does, like, he if you even look at his posts, he got posts of things happening, tragic things happening to black people in our community and stuff. And he's like, yo, that person needs to go to jail. So I think that he's a little nuanced in that. I just think that certain people pull up faithfully expecting him to talk about black people and black issues, and they just got their way of being, and because you can even see it in your comments, Dance. So I mean, it does give the optics, but I don't think that's like what he's really on, you know.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's selective
Yeah, I'm
perception.
just
It's selective. I'm telling you,
not.
people. are going and expect me to, I mean, you come here and have the
It's
conversation.
because at this point in time, people have this perception of dance, and I had it too. That like he's trying to appeal or appease them. So what happens is most people will disdain from coming up and saying anything. But you'll see there's all sorts of super trolls. There's people on other let me see. Like even let me look here. Yes or no.
Watch it, bro. Where were these people at when I made a live defending Sonia Massey against the white cop? It was cricket. There was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found from a black woman being pew by a white cop. Nowhere to be found because it don't fit the narrative. Where were they when I made that live of the white guy who I called Pinky in the Brain, who was pewing at a black guy using N-words? Where was that when I had a topic about Shallow Hendrix calling the black kid the N-word? Where was that? Where was when I called out the white people calling black ICE agents the N-word? I had this live, calling them out, and it's crickets from the same pro-black people to be hungry for this topic. They only go, but I guarantee you, if I had an issue with another black man, they'll pull up to help me down that black man. Selective perception.
I can only speak on what I've seen or heard. I can't speak on what I wasn't here for. That's what I'm saying. And I've said that 100 times in this live here. Whatever I've said has been absolutely against what I disagree with, that I've heard you say, and I disagree with it. I can't speak for what I wasn't here for. That's the point. But when I come through here, and I leave early because what I hear spilling out your mouth is against black people. If you're trying to enlighten people, uplift your people, you can't condemn them for everything. That's what you do, though, from my perspective. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not ever going to talk down on my people if I can't enlighten them on the correct ways to correct it. That's what I'm talking about. Like you just played that thing with that on Farrakhan. You played him talking about black people. But we also know he has numerous videos where he talks about white people and he shuts them down on their non-factual sentiments on black people.
And so do
But you
I.
didn't play that.
No, and so
You
do
played
I. That's the point I'm
him
making to you.
saying
So
something
do I.
about black people.
So do I. I have plenty of videos on my parent now talking about white people. So you prove my point. Y'all purposely don't play that or watch that and try to challenge in on one thing.
No. There's one thing about me. I've watched probably more, I know this. I'm older than you. I've watched way more Farrakhan videos than you have. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to just play something against my people and not what he really represents. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I said.
I actually can get. I get that what he's saying. I get what he's saying. Like you kind of nitpick the one clip where, or one, and maybe there's more than one clip where he talked about the criminality in our community and things like that.
So let me ask you a question, Sherrod. Why do criminals got to be your people?
Cricket. I'm a black man, right? And if I can't help the people that's doing wrong with giving them some what I feel is right and trying to help them out in that way, I need to speak to them, but us as a people. I don't need to come on here and condemn our people to other people that don't do that to their people amongst us. That's what I'm talking about. You missing the point.
You miss the point I'm making.
That's apparently a snake by his job.
All right, watch it, right? Now, because not whatever. The reason why I asked that question, right? Because mind you, I got people who are my people who are criminals. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got family members who are criminals who are my people. friends who are
I'm
who
a
are my
criminal.
people, right? Right? Like right now, my boy Prince is a criminal. He's still my people,
Full
but it's a
fledged criminal.
different. It's a different level of criminal that is not my people.
Yo, I'm in
If
Brooklyn waiting for you
you go
too.
outside, unaliving innocent black babies and drive by, you're not my people. I'm sorry. You're not my people. If you're out there raping women, you're not my people, right? But
Yo,
you know what I'm
yo.
saying?
We
So my
all
point
agree
is
on that point. We all
So
agree on
so
no,
that
so
point.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
no, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
That's a
Hold on,
yeah, yeah.
different, like, come
no,
on, man.
I'm making a point. So when I call out these people, stop identifying with the worst of the culture by saying dance matter calling out black people. When I'm calling out these people. I can't say it's like the 100th time. It's these people who I really don't like.
What are you doing to try to get some good, what are you doing to try to change the behavior of those people amongst your community? What are you doing far as, do you talk to those individuals that you
Yes,
see out there doing
yes,
crime or whatever the case, any kind of crime?
yes.
Do you, so
I tell them 100% to try to get jobs, to get off the street because the street don't owe no one anything. Lawyers in the street belong to no one. Number one. Number two, at the end of the day, stop hanging around these OGs that's telling you old war stories. Back 9-5, I was the man, 9-5, homie, and putting smugs in your hand to sell it for him because you don't get a lesser charge. These people are setting you up for failure. Listen to the guy right there. You see Mr. Richard? Listen to him. There's nothing wrong with getting a job 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with having a wife and a child. Nothing wrong with that. Like, stop having a bunch of babies thinking you're cool because you taught the more women you have, you're more of a man. And mind you, I was once that kid that used to have a bunch of women because I thought if I have a bunch of women, I'm more of a man, which is 100% not reality. That's lie. So
who
I
agrees
taught them
who
correctly.
agrees to that?
And no, but people in the hood tell these people these things. I was taught these things the same growing up too by other OG people that was lying to me. So now I'm watching the same OG people telling people younger than me the same they told me. I'm telling them don't follow that person's footsteps. And then somehow I'm shamed
so
by other people by saying but he's black though.
so
I mean, no, he's an
so
absolute
so
sellout.
dance. So dance
Hold on,
1,000. Like,
hold on,
see, I'm not going.
hold on,
I'm
Willie
not
Roll.
going. I'm
Hold,
not.
hold, hold on, Willie
All
Roll.
right.
Let Prince go. Prince is quiet. Go ahead, Prince. And then after Prince, you can go, Willie Roll.
All I hear is the continuation of the raising of the next generation of the prison system, right? So sit there and say we're gonna applaud it instead of condoning it, right? Sit there and say we're gonna try to talk to them when we already know that the talking is over. They're not listening. No, I'm sorry, they're not listening. And I'm actually in the streets, right? Because a lot of people sit in these panels, right? And they're like, oh, the people and now do this. And it's like, no, I'm actually out here doing it, right? I'm actually out here arguing with these thugs and these degenerates and telling them what they're doing is wrong, right? And like, I'm here in the streets. Look, Dan, you come on, man. You know, man. I'll share my life anyway. I told you where I was at, right? Look, where I'm at. That's your Barclay Center. I told you, I'm in Brooklyn. I go wherever I want, because I'm gonna preach positivity, right? I'm not gonna preach this thug nonsense, right? And I look like one, pellied up, Subies, like I look like one, okay? Like I'm actually out here. Y'all speak from the skyboxes, and y'all never come out here. Y'all don't say nothing to nobody. It's like you won't even dare say the things to the kids that are actually doing these things. Y'all cross the street on them. I walk and I go and I hang out with them and I tell them, yo, what you doing? I did 17 and a half years in prison for the same nonsense that you guys is out here doing. Now I'm not doing it and I live a luxurious life. I live a luxurious life. Yeah, you check mines. I live amazing. Why? Because I left that alone. Yeah, I don't look like a thug. I sure am though. That's the beauty of it, huh? That I learned to change. Like I learned to change, man. Like, come on, man. Like people talk about all of this gentrification. I love it.
So
That
Prince,
doesn't even make no sense. We
so
all
Prince,
people.
let me ask a question, Prince. Do you have an issue of what I'm doing or the message I'm conveying to the people?
Um, you know, right? Dance, right? When it comes down to it, you and I both know when I first came into your lives, right? I had a real big issue with you, right? You and I know that, yo. And we never we always was able to speak as men. We never did no nonsense. It was never no disrespect. We was always able to understand whenever we don't agree, it's okay. We'll come back later to the conversation, right? And when it comes down to it now, right? Because I'm trying to do the same thing, right? To move us forward, okay, and not sit there and keep blaming an invisible white man. I'm 44 years old. I've been in the hood my whole life. I've never seen a white man in the hood. I've never seen a white man bringing in us work, never bringing in us pew-pews, never bringing in this nothing of these things
How
that
did
these
it
people
get
are talking
here?
about.
How did it get here?
No, hold
Yo,
on. First of all,
yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, right?
you can ask a
Because
question after,
I'm
right?
Hispanic. Stop. I'm Hispanic, right? I'm Hispanic, right? And what I do know is this, right? Because I'm in the sneaker store. I guess the white man doesn't allow me to buy sneakers whenever I want. But whatever. Let me get out the sneaker store for a minute, right? This is what I understand, right? Which sounds really, really fucking outrageous, right? That we have actually seen it, right? Our own government showing us, right? These Mexicans and these Colombians and these Cubans, right? Building submarines themselves, right? Getting it over here on their own, right?
That's not
These
true.
mules getting caught at the border. Yes, it has,
Nah,
man.
that's
Come
not
on, I got
true.
family in Texas, man. Yo, I'm actually
That's
in the
not
streets,
true,
brother.
man. America
Bro,
let it
you ain't
in.
never so,
The
bro. You ain't
government
never
let
sold
it in.
a day of life, a drug, a day of life
When
in
they
your
didn't
life,
pay to
bro.
get it in, it
I ain't
got
never go
caught.
to no white man to get work. Respectfully, I never went to
How
no
did
white man to get work,
how did
brother.
it get here?
How we get
Brother,
here?
I
Yeah,
never,
sorry, but we're not
Not
tracking.
making no
I'm
sense,
trying to
man.
confuse. You're not making no sense.
You're not making any sense, bro. You're not.
Where in the math did it ever touch the white man's hands? Please
Listen,
explain that to me. No,
listen.
no, 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 no.
What?
Forget about what you're
Listen.
saying.
When
When
things
did it
get
touch the
caught,
white
it's
Hold on,
man's
because
Prince.
they
hands?
Hold on,
not.
Prince. Hold on, Prince.
When
Go after
things
that.
get caught, it's because it wasn't paid to get here.
Oh my God,
That's when they
ridiculous.
catch it.
So every time I didn't get caught, I was
Listen,
paid not to get caught. Come on, you sound
listen,
ridiculous right
man.
now, man.
Listen.
You sound ridiculous right now, man. Never,
Hold
You're
on,
never
Prince.
not
knew.
Hold on, Prince. Hold
understanding
on, Prince.
nothing.
Hold on, Prince.
You're not
Go after that.
understanding nothing. The way it comes here is not the way you thinking it comes here. When they pay for it to get here, it gets here. When they try to sneak it over here, it gets caught. That's why you see news articles and news, all the video of them catching 6,000 keys and 60,000 keys, and that's because they
Boats.
didn't pay for it
Who's
to get
driving
here.
them boats? Yeah, who's driving
Right? What
them
are you talking?
boats?
Come on, man.
You think people from the hood are driving them big
Right?
ass boats? Are you kidding me? Like, you gotta stop. You have to stop.
Yeah, you just speaking, and you also talking to a man who did almost 20 years in prison. That's older than you.
10 of the top men in this organization are former sergeants in the army. All right, now watch this, right?
I didn't
And
know
I'm
it did
also
Now
that.
watch
from
this,
the
right?
hood.
Bro, if
All
you
right, so
did, you would know
let
better
me,
than that, dude. I
I'm
was in the
also
feds.
from the
I was
hood.
in the
hold
feds.
on, y'all.
So
Hold on,
I
y'all.
was in
we
the
would know better than
feds.
that.
Hold on.
We know better than
Listen,
that.
Hold on,
I
y'all.
did
We know better than
15 and
that,
a
Hold
man.
on,
half
y'all.
years
Come on,
in
man.
the
We know better than that, man.
penitentiary.
You
No
sound
medium,
ridiculous
no
right now.
low, no nothing.
Hold on, y'all. So now watch this, right? Let's hit a problem I have, right? People love to go back to the white government that brought it into the country, right? Now that's disingenuous because we do know that the U.S. did allow smugglers to come across the border. That's a fact. But who brought across the borders? It was illegal immigrants and also some black people also that was in the
How are
military.
they legal when it's allowed to get here by the government?
No, I'm talking
The
about illegal
government made
immigrants.
them legal when they allowed them to come here with it.
No. I'm saying
What are
illegal
you talking
immigrants.
about?
Illegal immigrants. Because right now, it's still happening right now as we speak. What I'm saying to you is the government was complicit in allowing them to go across the border. What I'm saying to you is when it come across the border, the CIA didn't pick smack in your neighborhood like, shh, take this. That's not what happened. What ended up happening is they allowed it to come through the borders. A lot of us was getting smuggles from these cartel people and mafia, going back in the hood and cooking up hard rock candy because that seed booger sugar was expensive in a more of a status type of thing, right? So now when we get it and we make this stuff in our kitchen and make rap music to it and put rap on the street, that became the soundtrack of the street. Now, for people to ignore, here's one of the black men that actually brought that stuff across the borders. Take a look. The North Carolina mob is run by men who know a lot about the military. 10 of the top men in this organization are former sergeants in the Army or the Air Force. Federal authorities identify this man as the head of the North Carolina mob.
Leslie Ike Atkinson, Goldsboro, North Carolina, former Master Sergeant, United States Army. Atkinson is now in federal prison, but authorities believe he still runs the North Carolina mob. It was during the Vietnam War that Atkinson and the other sergeants formed their tightly knit organization. Black soldiers scheduled to leave Vietnam were recruited as heroin couriers and became soldiers in the North Carolina mob.
So mind
The
you,
North Carolina mob is...
he had interviews getting mad at Frank Lucas, saying it wasn't even Frank Lucas, it was me, and Lucas took the idea. It's my story. It's him talking, saying how he used to do it, how he used to trade and receive textiles and things of that sort to help transport smugs into America. My point is, it was people like him and also the U.S. who allowed the Contras and the guerrillas, basically, to flood the country, the coast of it, with smugs, because they was funding a war in Nicaragua. But people tend to forget that part because it don't fit their narrative. And I do blame government because they could have stopped it 100%. But I also blame the illegal immigrants who didn't have no damn papers, who were flying ducktail airplanes with launch pad on the coast with smugs. But we skip past that part, but yet we still defend the illegals to this day by saying there's nothing wrong, they work hard, but some of them are bringing the smug across the borders. And what I'm saying to us, our communities be affected by this. And I keep saying, the brown and black correlation is fake. These people are poisoning us with their foreign smugs, and for some weird reason, we protect these mother effers. I don't understand it.
Dance, listen. Let me explain something to you. The times that they got paid for it to come here through him or any other individual, it made it. The time they tried to sneak it and didn't pay, they got caught. That's what you're missing. You think that they don't know what the fuck is coming over here?
Where's the
Do you
time
really
that we don't
think that?
take it and sell it in our communities? Where's
Listen,
that
that's
time
not what we
that we
listen.
don't take it and sell it in our
Listen,
communities?
it's
Where's that
so
time
is
at?
it only sold in our
Where's the time
communities?
that we don't take it from them and sell it to our people and
Listen, that's
destroy
not what
our
we talking about.
communities?
We talking about it. That's a
Oh,
different.
please. Yeah, because
That's
we
a
never want
different
to talk about what
scenario,
we
Prince.
do.
You talking
And
about?
that's what Dance is talking about.
Atkinson right now.
No,
That's
One
what
second.
Dance
Dance
is
is
One
talking
second.
about right
Dance is
there.
Y'all just talked
That
listen. He
about
brought
right
on
what
how
we
it
there.
come
just
here.
talked
When are we going to
about.
say the stuff that we did?
Let's
We put
let's
it in
make
our
one
own
point to the
community.
next point. Let's stay with the
Come
point
on.
Y'all
we
just
on right
talked
here.
about this Atkinson
Yeah,
guy, and
y'all
the
just want to
Atkinson
get
guy
stuck on the white
No,
people. Like,
let's
oh,
stay.
well,
discredited.
Let's stay to one
let's just
point.
let's just
We
on the
can
white
get to the
people.
Discredit.
next point. Let's
See,
stay to one point.
Yeah, you're right.
you're about to. Oh my
Anybody
No,
who did all
let's
that
stay to
time
one point
and
and
still
let's get to
blames
the
the
next
white man
point.
is
Hold
screwed.
on. Hold
The
on.
point we talking about
Before we
now
move.
is how it got here, right? Not what happened
Yeah,
after it got
because
here.
I wanna say one thing. I want to say one thing. What was just brought up, that North Carolina guy, Frank Lucas's partner. Y'all know Frank Lucas didn't do the C-Rack thing. He did the H thing. We were just talking about the C-Rack thing. You know, the C-Rack thing is an entire other
Stop,
animal,
real. Stop.
because that was
Real, stop, real.
absolutely
Stop,
some kind
real.
of co-op that went. It is. It's
Stop.
an entire other thing.
Nah, stop. Right now, we're talking about smugs, right? And for people to get the powder and the opioid to make it into something else was coming across the border by illegal immigrants and also black soldiers and white
Opioids are
soldiers.
used by what
Hold on.
ethnicity the most?
Now you're going by using. I'm talking about the going to the country, and the government allowed it. So for it to come into our communities, there was other black people trying to make a quick buck by bringing that stuff into our community to make something different to sell it for cheaper. So stop
You're
continuing
saying
this
black
argument.
people
Wait,
put
what? That wasn't the
slugs
white
in
man?
our community?
Yes, it was them too. Yes,
Oh man,
I'm lying.
I don't see how. I
I
don't
don't
see
know
how.
what
Like,
you.
when we really think about it,
So,
because you
so,
can't
so the white man did
just
it?
generalize and say you can't
So
just
hold
the
on.
government. Hello, who was at the top of the government?
No, hold
Who's
on.
allowed? Who's allowed? Who in the government is going to allow how ultimately let this thing be successful until it wasn't. Who was that? Because you guys know who Frank Lucas and Atkinson worked with, right? Right? Who did they work with?
You put my
Who did they work
point.
with?
They work with the
It was
cartel.
the Italian MOB. Yeah, no, they worked
You
with
prove my
not the
point.
cartel. They worked with Italians.
You prove my
No,
point.
and then you know they used
Nah,
the
nah, 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 nah.
Sicilians who are black.
Be real.
Let's
Sicilians who are
No,
black.
no.
Sicilians
No,
ain't.
hold on.
Come on,
Hold on,
man.
no stop it. They're
Them
not
Hold on,
black.
Sicilians
Well,
ain't
look
You're
it
black,
up.
acting
hold on,
man.
Look,
hold on,
but
crazy.
hold
they
on,
hate
hold
it up.
on. Hold on, y'all,
They
Stop
hate
that
it, but they
crap.
are.
Now hold on. This is fucking stupid right now.
They,
And the reason why I say this stupid, because we are literally trying to lighten the blow on our part in it. I keep saying it was these people with the cartels. He just asked, how did it get here? I'm giving you, it was Atkins working with the cartels. He right here is going to explain it to you. It's him telling you how he did it with the
cartel.
cartels. No, hold on. You
What,
focus
the
on,
American
oh
cartel?
my,
You
no, the
wildin'.
Nicaragua. The Vietnam people, right? They have cartels over there also, and these people was coming across the border using smugs with American soldiers, black
Why
and
did that
white.
happen though?
No, oh my, I'm trying to get to that point. Black and white, right? Then the U.S. government allowed it to happen, right? So what I'm saying to you, that was on the Vietnam War. But when you start having the whole shit with Nicaragua, there's another whole thing again with the Contras, still bringing the coke across the borders. In both situations, America was complicit in allowing it to come across the border in both situations. What I'm saying to you is, the people who was buying it was white people and black people who had these type of compounds in America. But when you start talking about the hard rock candy that separated black women from their children, this is a different ball game. We took that stuff, brung it in our neighborhoods, and made it on a fucking stove. We made it on the stove.
Because we black.
Trust
We always
me,
do things better.
right?
We
We
black.
made
We
it
always
on
do
the
things better.
stove. We the kings and queens of making it stretch.
You
Now all
saying
of a
black
sudden,
people
oh my
created
God.
C Rock? Is that what you're saying?
I
They
said
did not. That's false.
Yeah, I want to know that. You saying
I
we
said
took it
they
and made
made
it
it
on our
on the
stove?
stove.
No, you saying black people created C Rock to
I
put
said they
in our
made it on the
communities,
No, that's
stove.
or
not what he's
was it
saying.
learned?
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. We didn't
Listen,
have to
that's what
put
I'm
it on our
saying.
What are
stove.
you saying?
We never had to put it on our stove. What's so hard to understand about that, right? That we never had to put it on our stove. We never had to distribute it to our own people. Okay? Y'all keep talking about, oh, they let it in, they let it in. You're right, they let it in. But in what logic, if somebody lets poison into your home, you let it attack your family? Y'all sound ridiculous. So you're gonna let a
Do
bear come in your home and move out of the way of your family, right? And let it finish your wife and your kids, and be like, well, you know what? My bad. Like, let's just talk about the bear getting in here. It's
do,
like, what? Come on, stop, man.
Watch
You
this.
never stood. We never stood in front of
I'm
our
gonna ask him a
people
question real
ever.
fast. I'm asking him a question. I want Sherrod to answer the question first. Sherrod, if a white man come and pull unload a truck of like 10 pounds of horse doodle on the corner, they left on the corner, and people decide to grab it, eat it, and sell it, who do you blame for picking the horse shit up? The man for putting it on the corner, or the individual who chose to pick it up and eat it and sell it?
Thank you, baby. Listen, man. When you povertize people and you put something there that could help them make money, you're not looking at it as what is poisoning this and doing this. When you're down on what you need to survive, that's what happened in our communities. We didn't do anything. They put that there for that reason.
You didn't answer my question
Man,
though.
poverty is not buying BMWs and jewelry, and that
Hold on,
we
Prince.
really got out of
Hold on,
poverty
Prince.
doing that. Come
Hold
on,
on,
cut it
Prince.
That's
out,
a
man.
that's
Hold
a
on, Prince.
part of
Stop,
listen.
No,
man.
hold on,
No, it's
Prince.
That's
Hold
not,
on,
a
man.
Prince.
part of
Hold on,
what
hold on,
take
hold on, hold on.
listen.
Hold on,
That's a
Prince.
learned behavior.
Hold on,
That's an
Prince.
American way. That's
No, but I
different.
asked you a question to
Oh,
Sherrod, a direct question. You didn't answer
jeez.
my direct question.
That shit ain't making no
Our
sense.
culture,
Can
our
you answer the
culture.
question
What
first?
other culture you see do it?
No, oh
That's
my God.
our
Yo, hold
culture.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Listen,
hold on.
Wait
Yo,
listen.
hold
You
on,
keep
Prince.
saying
a
our
minute.
culture.
I
Prince,
was
hold on.
about to
Oh my
say,
God.
wait a minute,
Right?
because
I'm
I'm
about
You
to
about to
explain
say
Spanish. You
this
talking
shit.
about our culture?
Yeah, I was about to say,
What
I'm
are you
getting about to
talking
say
Yeah,
about?
I'm black.
this.
I'm black and Puerto Rican, my brother. My father is African,
Listen
100%
to
from
you.
the south.
Listen
For
to you.
100% from the south. Cut it out.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
Listen to him.
Skipping and a screaming and a bop to bop. But the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this
Please,
ball.
what the
So
fuck are
try
you
to
doing?
put your very best score. See if you can jump a whole lot more. Skip it, skip it. Come on, everybody, skip it. Roaring good fun from Tiger Joy. I put that there to reset because we're going out of control. So I like to do that to reset the conversation. But I'll do it. All right, now the question is, Sherrod, I asked you the direct questions. I'm gonna ask it again. If a white man come through and put a bunch of horse shit on the corner, which is poison, horse shit on the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and people decides to dig their hands in it, eat it, and sell it to other people, poisoning themselves and other people, who is to blame for actually picking up horse doodle on the corner? The white man for dumping it off on the corner, or the users and the sellers?
If you listen, you talking about a people that's living in poverty, right? That they place something on the corner that could take them out of the poverty that they're living under. They placed it there, right? That's going to make money for these people, rather if it's poison or not. What's going to happen? The people are going to sell it. I'm gonna ask you this: if someone stole a coat out the store and you're gonna buy it and you can get it for a cheaper price, are you gonna buy it?
Of the person who stole it?
Yeah.
Back then I would have, but now I won't.
Man, come on, man.
I,
Come
I
on.
don't do that now. I don't do it.
Come on, man.
But you still didn't answer my question though.
So,
I
so,
answered
so
it.
what
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
saying
no,
is
you
this.
didn't.
Hold on. So
I
if I'm
answered
No,
it.
hold
If
on,
it's
hold on,
gonna
Will.
make money for
Hold
the
on, Will.
people, they're gonna take it
Will.
and use it for making money.
No, I didn't ask that question.
Please
I
let
said,
me
who
in.
is the blame?
Please let me in for
The,
that.
the
Just what
the
he just
person
said
who
right
put
there.
the shit there is to blame.
All right, you
Please,
answered it.
please let me in for that right there, man. Because that doesn't even make no sense, yo. Like whatsoever, man. Because you're sitting there and saying that we did it, right? Because we was in poverty and we wanted to. So at the end of the day, what we did was we took something and we destroyed our people, right? And now, right, the people that we destroyed and the generations that we destroyed, instead of telling them what they're doing is wrong, right? Because we actually seen that it was wrong because it destroyed the generations, right? We're gonna sit there and tell them, no, it's okay, because we're black, is what I'm hearing. It's like, no, it's
no,
okay because we're
hold
black.
on, hold on.
I'm
Let me brother.
confused.
Hold on.
I'm,
No,
I'm
no.
confused. I'm trying to figure this out.
Whenever you
I'm trying to figure this out.
All right, all right. Here's some context. Here's some context.
Please.
Whenever you have a situation where there's a product that people use for recreation, now we don't know down the damn line that people are going to become C-rack heads or anything like that. We just know there is a product that is on the streets that is causing recreation, kind of just like in the prohibition era when they had the LQ, right? It was the same thing. People were selling their own people LQ. And it wasn't like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to destroy my community. That wasn't the intention. The intention is I'm on this end of a market that is bustling and making money. And rather than being poor and disadvantaged and marginalized, maybe we can live with some class and build some shit. And a lot of these people tried to do that when they were out here selling the schmugs, right? They did. There was an old way of doing things that they had. And I'm not like saying that they all around honorable, but they did give back. They did they did help build up their communities in a certain way. It's just the people got destroyed because the back end of the effect of selling the schmugs was not like had a worse impact than the
All right, so let me ask another question, right?
But can I just comment on that,
Go ahead,
please?
go ahead, go ahead.
Because this is what confused me about that, right? That every example that he's giving, right, it never worked out good for the people. So I'm confused on any narcotic, any drug, and anything that has ever been introduced to a community, right? It never works out for the community. So I'm confused on how this one like, cause on Thanksgiving, Nino Brown gave us some turkeys. You sound absurd, bro. Like you sound absurd, bro. Like you sound freaking absurd, bro. It's like nothing that they've ever, like you say, or the white men. So nothing that they've
I'm
introduced
gonna tell you what it
into
is,
the
Prince.
community has helped us. But you know what?
Prince,
Like not even welfare. Like that. You sound crazy, man.
Prince, know what it
It
is,
sounds.
Prince?
Welfare
Prince, like
wasn't
I
put
said
here
before,
for
right?
us.
The thing, Prince. A lot of people will forgive the local smug dealer for selling smugs to the community if they give them a turkey on Thanksgiving. I call them men in black turkeys. When you get a turkey, you forgot what he just did to you the whole time. And he about to sell.
That's a poverty situation though. Those
No, no,
people
no.
that
I'm
took
saying
those
they
turkeys
forgive
didn't
him.
have anything.
No, I'm
They
saying
needed the turkey for Thanksgiving.
no, I'm saying, but my point is the smug dealer was selling poison to them all year long. But we forgive
Do
these people because they gave them a turkey, and people just forgot what they called a destruction, right? And,
I'm,
and
I'm,
so
I'm
that's my point. So now
I'm just confused. Can I
here's
just
a
say one thing about
no,
these damn turkeys?
no.
I know every Thanksgiving, if I need a turkey, all I gotta do is go to the hood and I'll find any C head selling a turkey for $10. Okay? So let's not do that neither, okay?
what
Because
does
all you
that
do is turning
mean?
around and
Here's
turning
a
Listen,
selling the
he
turkey.
he
You
has
just
an
said they were taking
addiction.
something
So
because
his
they were just
addiction
taking, but
takes
yeah,
over
that
him
we
eating the
gave
turkey.
them.
You're not making no
That we
sense.
gave them.
no,
That we gave them.
Not
That
making
we
no
gave
sense,
them.
man.
We gave them that addiction. You're right. See that?
We
I
didn't
know. I
give him
want you to say
nothing.
that.
We
Yes,
didn't
we
give him
did because
nothing.
we
The
the one that
people
put it
who
there.
put it here
Because
gave him that addiction.
we
nah.
was the
The
strong
people.
Yes, the
BLK
people
people.
who put it
Get
here
out of
gave him that
here.
All
addiction,
right,
not
so
We
us.
was the
so
strong BLK people,
so
so we
so
put it
so,
here
so
for
hold on,
them.
Sherrod. So so the people who put it there, you're right, because sea candy wasn't just natural; it was made in someone's kitchen. So the person who made it in their kitchen and sold it to that head feed it their addiction. Otherwise, we won't have sea
Listen,
candy. If that's true or
the
false.
regular C is not in its purest form when it gets here. Do you know that?
No, I'm talking about smack. I'm talking about that.
All
You
of
put it
it's
back.
not in its purest form.
But you,
All of it,
Come
you,
none
on,
of
bro.
it.
And you
but
will
you're
never see
pivoting
it
right
like
now.
that, bro. Stop, man. You will never see it like that, man. Stop pivoting. You That's exactly what you
You're
doing.
pivoting
How
right
None
you
of
now.
us
don't
will ever see it
listen?
like that. None
How
of
the
us will
fuck
ever
you
see
gonna
it
tell
like
me
that, man.
what I
Come on,
seen?
stop,
All
man.
right,
Come on,
hold on.
stop,
All
man.
right,
You
hold on.
We
just
talking about
talking.
now. We
Let me
talking about
I'm
now.
just
We talking about
listen. I'm
now,
giving
now,
points.
now. We talking
I'm
about
giving
now.
points. That's what I'm giving.
Prince,
And
hold
I'm
on, hold on.
Prince. I'm talking to Dance. I ain't talking to you.
Hold on,
Anyway,
right?
back to what I was
So,
saying.
so, so watch this, right? I'm gonna give them one more analogy. Then y'all can go ahead. All right. Let's say you're in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn have never experienced HIV ever in life. They had never experienced this thing ever in life, and this guy decides to leave to a foreign land, go to foreign land, sleep with other women, contract this disease, come back to America, and give it out to all of the women. Who is to blame? The country he got it from, or the individual who brought that shit back to this community and infected the women? Who's the blame for infecting the woman with HIV?
That's now you're going to a
Well,
totally different.
No, I'm
here
not.
we go. Here we go. I
No,
mean,
no,
if
no.
you don't want
That's not
that
the
answer,
same.
Let me eh,
That's not the
just,
you don't
same
want that
from
answer
answer
the
now. Now,
just answer
epidemic
the question, please. Just answer the
smugs,
question,
man.
please.
Say it again.
Matter of
Messages and
fact,
shit.
matter of fact, I give you a different one. Let's say Brooklyn have never experienced Dominican rice and beans ever in life. And a black man goes to DR, learn how to cook up rice and beans the Dominican way. He comes back to the hood, teaches black people how to make Dominican rice and beans and how to sell it. Who is to blame for bringing this ingredient and recipe
Dance.
to the hold on, let me put the question to the people of his tribe, the black man or DR?
the truck
That's it.
that dumped the horse shit on the corner. Let's say that the truck that dumped the horse shit on the corner.
Man, this dude is everywhere, man. You
Can you answer
taking
the question?
food and putting it in the concept of smugs.
If you answer the question, it's gonna make
Saying
perfect
no,
sense.
no,
Answer the question.
because
No, really real. Be quiet for a
listen,
second.
listen, bro.
I don't even want to answer
I'm
that shit because
asking Sherrod a question.
don't ask me no stupid
Oh,
ass
okay,
question like that.
all
You
right,
see this shot?
no, like
Yo,
Where you like you're
Can I get in here, Maddox?
I'm
no,
laughing at your
hold
concepts,
on.
man.
I'm
You
proving a point.
Can I
Can
get
you
listen,
in
answer the
here?
question? Because it
I
makes
can prove it
perfect
right
sense if
now.
he answered the question.
listen. He went somewhere, learned something, came back and brought it and gave it to his community. That's not happening with the smug epidemic. That's not what happened. That's not what
Can
happened.
you please answer the
So that's
question?
different.
Can you please
That's what I'm
answer the
telling you. You're
question?
not making any logical
Can you
sense with
answer
what
the question?
what you're bringing up.
Can you answer the question?
Listen, he went somewhere, learned something, brought it back to his family, cooked it, and gave it to them. Right, his family. So he brought that back to them.
All right, thank you.
The smog epidemic, we don't go
No,
get shit
I'm
and bring
agreeing
it
with
back
you.
here.
No, now
So you
watch this,
wrong.
y'all. No, that's exactly what I mean, y'all. He said he's to blame for it, right? I agree with him that. So mind you, when Rick Ross said that he was learning how to make up crack from cartels, he said this and helped teach other black people how to make it and sell it. Somehow
Was
he
it
broke.
happening?
No, 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 no,
Listen,
no, no,
was
no,
it
no, 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 no,
happening
no, 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 no,
before
no,
Rick
no, no,
Ross
no,
went
no,
and
no,
learned
no,
that?
no,
That's
no, no,
been
no, no, no,
happening.
no, no, no.
And Rick
Hold
Ross
on.
ain't never done that.
No,
Rick
hold
Ross is a
on.
damn cop.
No, Rick Ross said he did this. Listen to
He's
what I'm
talking
saying to
about
you.
Freeway. He's talking about
Freeway Rick
Freeway.
Ross.
He's talking about Freeway
Listen,
Rick Ross.
so
No,
you
hold on. No,
telling me he learned?
Sherrod. You can't keep
You
over
talking about
talking,
something that
bro.
was happening already?
You can make.
It
Listen,
was happening already.
not with crack. I'm
It
trying
was
to tell
happening already. He
it.
didn't
Not.
create crack.
No, I didn't say he created crack. Not
So he
follow what I'm
didn't. He
saying.
listen. He
I
brought it
never. No,
back to the people that he.
bro. You gotta calm down for a second, bro. I never said he created crack. The same way I said the guy never created DR food. I'm using the point of being taught something. That's all I'm saying. He was taught something, right? In my example, you say he's to blame. I agree with you because he brought that issue into the community. So if Rick Ross is saying he was taught how to make this stuff, and then he came in to the hood of LA in California and was teaching other black people how to cook this stuff up and how to sell it. And then they will further go out throughout the country and create their own compounds while teaching other black people how to cook it and make it. So my whole point is, if you're saying the guy who learned how to make DR rice and beans the right way and brought it into Brooklyn and taught people, you say he was to blame of doing that. I agree with you. So is Rick
I said
Ross.
his family. I ain't listen. We all know that people was making C-Rack before Rick Ross learned how to do any of that.
It don't
He
matter.
didn't come teach nobody shit.
It,
That was already happening in his community before he even learned
Yeah,
how to do it. What are
somebody
you
actually
talking
in
about?
his community
no one said he was
saw
the
him.
first
His
person.
community
I'm
saw
just giving
him.
an analogy of someone learning something and bringing it back. That's the whole point. No matter who did it
You're
first.
saying that, but that
No, I'm
listen.
not. The
You
person
It's his
know,
who
you know,
learned how to
community.
Smugs
do
was
it.
It's his,
placed in our communities by these people, right? We didn't
Nah.
go get nothing and learn how to do nothing from nowhere else.
Rick
From the
Ross is
beginning,
telling
it
you
was
he did
placed here.
this.
Hold on. From the beginning, it was placed here. That's how we even knew how to even deal with any of this shit. It was placed here by who?
yeah, and the CIA. To be real, it was CIA. It was a CIA operation,
Come
and you got
on,
to remember
man.
what the
Yo,
CIA
You
said.
trying to
The
real
double
talk.
track
CIA.
this shit.
All right. This is
When it
follow.
comes to the CIA, they actually stated, right, and this is when people say the government. The CIA actually stated the single biggest threat to national security is the unity of the quote unquote so called Negroes. Right, that's what they said about us. That was their sentiment. So when we get into that, we have to understand that they was acting. They didn't just feel a way and sit in their little chairs behind their desks and feel a way. They acted in ways to destabilize us, just like they were doing to Nicaragua, just like they was doing to Haiti. They was doing it to us. And the cost of business is going to be a couple of white lives, but it was really about destabilizing us.
Yo, real talk. I'm gonna be real. Y'all are part of the fucking problem right now. Making
Nah.
excuses. No, hold on. Making excuses
Oh my
for what's
God.
happening. I keep granting y'all that happened, right? That white government was a part of it. I keep giving y'all that. And every time
Why did they do it?
every
Why was it
time,
done? Let me see if you even know
no,
that.
no, no.
Why
Every
was
time I'm
Smugs
trying
put
to,
in
no,
our
no, hold
community
on.
to do what?
Every time I'm trying to say it wasn't just them. And it was black people selling it directly to black people by learning how to make it and then sell it into
So
black people.
who do white
And
people sell it
somehow
to?
we go back to CIA, which already
Who do white
granted to
people
you that
sell
they
it
allowed
to?
it across the border.
You sell it to your community, which is white people sell it to white communities. And when did it become a problem in America?
Oh my goodness.
When
This is
white
insane.
people became
you
addicted to
pivoting.
it. That's
You
where rehabs
pivoting
came
again.
from, all of that shit. They
Bro,
didn't do none of that shit
you
with
gotta
us.
get bro.
Listen,
you
to
have
overpower people,
bro,
what you gotta do
to
to them?
get, bro, you have to get white people off your brain for a second.
No, to overpower people,
Bro,
what do you
keep
do to
going
them?
back. Bro, I'm making a point about our community, right? So we can make a so we can find a solution. That's what I'm doing right now. But y'all won't get to the solution part because y'all keep focusing on white
Because you
people.
asking who brought Smugs in.
I didn't
We
ask
didn't
that.
do that.
No, I'm debunking your narrative about the government brought it into our neighborhood.
They did.
Because once we move the YC people, we got to look at us.
Bro,
That's
They
why.
did.
no, they did not.
Yes, they did.
They helped bring it to the country, not into the black neighborhoods.
That's the first place they put it.
It was people who brought it into the neighborhood.
Bro, they brought it here.
Bro, the fact
Smugs was dropped in our communities at one point. You just wasn't. You didn't look back that far.
All right, I'm gonna go there. Watch this. So what you're saying that I take great offense in, you're saying black people stupid.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
Sherrod, you had me finish the point, bro.
Facts. And I feel the same way.
Let me finish the point. And I take great offense to this. Because if you're saying black people couldn't control themselves and had bodily autonomy to not use what the white man put in our phrase, you're saying that we're fucking stupid.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, that's
not what I'm saying.
Because you're saying that we can't control ourselves. And I'm saying
that's not. Oh, man. Listen, do you know this? Do you know this? The people who went to the war, the Vietnam War, when they got injured, the healing process, say they got SMOT, the healing process was for them to put opium in the wounds. What is opium?
Not C-Rack.
When they no. I'm saying we talking about Smugs as a whole. What is opium? And the first smug that was dropped off in our communities was H. It wasn't C, nothing.
Well, he didn't really want me to do the. That's the.
So I'm telling you,
so why did we change the C-Rack?
Hold on.
I don't think we can just talk about Smugs because we talking about different eras and different progressions, right? And different positions. We
progressed from H to C-Rack. What the heck?
Listen,
and the white man did
we talking about Smugs as a whole, Prince. You got to expand your fucking brain.
No, we wasn't right now. That was the point.
Listen, yes, we are.
Yeah, basically.
We talking about how.
Listen, talk about the crap part, and y'all keep moving to somewhere else. I'm trying
Dance,
to
you just want to agree with him because he agreeing with you. Cut the bullshit,
y'all
man.
brung up y'all brung
Cut
up
the bullshit.
Candy.
You want to agree with him because he agreeing with you.
Y'all brung
That's the
up
bottom line.
Candy.
That's what you're doing.
No, all right, watch it right here.
Period.
Yo, Sherrod, did I not play Atkins? When he was talking about how he broke in the other smuggles across the border, did I not bring up Nicaragua when the other smugglers across the border?
Listen.
I brought it up for a reason. And I was saying that both situations, different time periods, the government allowed it across the border. I agree with y'all. But on the flip end, I was showing you that it wasn't just white people. It was actual illegal immigrants and also other black people who got it from other neighborhoods and brought it in the neighborhood directly.
Black people in a phase of bringing Smugs to the community.
How can you comprehend?
And it's not. Black people didn't bring Smugs to our communities.
Nicky Barnes didn't bring. What do we?
No, he didn't bring Smugs.
Frank Lucas didn't do this shit.
He didn't bring Smugs to our communities.
Yes,
it was here already. How did he learn about Smugs?
They literally did.
How did he learn about Smugs?
Now you moving again. How you learn about it?
No, I'm telling you. You telling me that he brought it here. It's not true.
You're moving along somewhere else.
No, I'm not. I'm speaking the fact. You trying to say that black people brought Smugs to black neighborhoods. That's not true.
Sherrod, you said brought in. Now
you saying how did they learn it?
That's two different arguments.
I thought we set up shop.
No, hold on, Prince.
Listen.
Two different arguments you're saying. I'm trying to address one argument at a time. What I'm saying to you, once again, I called this to reset the Nintendo logic. Every time I agree with y'all to a point, and when next point, y'all reset the point back to the point I already agree with you on. I already agree with you that the government was complicit and let it come across the border. Now we're talking about how did it
The
get to a point?
government put it in your neighborhood.
No, they allowed it because people
Wait.
put it in the
The
Okay,
neighborhood.
let's.
government put it in your
Okay,
neighborhood.
fine.
No,
Hold on,
that
y'all. Hold on.
bro,
Let me reset the Nintendo one more time. Let me
bro,
reset the Nintendo one
no,
more
no, no,
time,
no,
Dance,
bro,
because I want to make
no,
sure
no.
we're agreeing on the right
Listen,
thing.
y'all can't
Hold
keep
on,
over. No,
hold
no,
on,
no, no.
hold on,
Y'all can't
hold
keep
on,
over
hold
talking
on.
the host, bro.
Dance.
No, no, bro. Y'all
Bro,
can't keep
hold
over,
on.
bro. Y'all can't keep over talking the host. I'm trying to land my fucking plane. I can't land it. What I'm saying to you, follow what I'm saying to you. The government was complicit in allowing it to come across the border. I agree with you. Could have stopped all that ish. I agree with you 100%. Whether a
That's not
Republican,
my stance.
and that's my point I'm making. The Democrat, Republican, both could have stopped it, right? But they didn't, right? Then you have individuals that was bringing the stuff into the community and selling it and going out to re-up. That is a true sellout. Because he sold out the
Dance,
product.
dance,
Oh my
dance,
God.
dance. What you failing to realize is the government put the smugs in our communities first
Reset.
in order for the people of our community to learn how to distribute
You
it.
prove my point. You
Real.
prove my
Can you
actual
explain
point.
that to him?
Because
No, the
what I'm
point.
trying to, and this is
No,
what I was kind
no.
of trying
The
to
fact
say.
that y'all
You're
keep saying
saying
the
they were
same. Yo,
complicit.
real
If
talk, son.
anything,
Yo, listen.
Dance.
Y'all don't have no. Hold on, no. Real talk, son. Because now I'm getting really mad. Y'all have no respect for me on my platform. Let me land the damn plane. I'm the fucking host, bro. And let me land the plane first. Y'all can speak. I just want to land.
Yeah, this is
I'm
what I'm
gonna,
gonna do,
I'm
man.
I'm
Listen,
gonna
when you want to
reserve the
talk to
right
me, you can
to
talk to me
rebuttal.
one-on-one because now you playing a victim and I don't feel like dealing with this shit, so I'm out of here.
You
I'll
gonna
talk to
run.
you one-on-one later. I don't got
All right.
time for this shit.
All right, bro. You gonna run. Okay, Sherrod. I'll tell you later, bro. I'll call you later. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm about to leave Brooklyn. Where you at?
Hold on, bro. Don't leave Brooklyn yet. Cause I'm about to hit you up. We're gonna meet up. Now, here's the point. The point is this. One argument is that the government allowed it across the borders. We all agree, yes, right? But when I'm bringing in the people who was bringing it across the borders wasn't white people per se. It was actually foreign people who was illegal immigrants, and some was an actual U.S. soldier that was white and black. I am pointing that part out. It wasn't just white people, right? Now, when it comes across the border, they're saying, how did it get into our communities? I'm saying it was dealers from the community who went out and bought it and brought it back and sold it amongst its people. Their argument is that the CIA put it there. So if they put it there and you knew it was poison, why are you still selling poison to your community? What you're really saying is black people are so stupid and they couldn't resist poison. I reject that argument because that's not true at all. Do y'all hear what the fuck y'all saying before y'all talk? Y'all just keep responding. I'm trying to save it, but you keep talking. No CIA put that shit in your neighborhood. That had been debunked numerous times. They allowed it across the border and people of the community brought it into the community. So now when we get to the other candy, the rock candy, let's say it's true. Let's say it's true that the government brought you rock candy. And you know what happened to Len Bias when he unalive. You're saying black people are so stupid they couldn't refuse that? No. That's a ridiculous argument to say, yo, bro, I want to cry. Because it's so fucking embarrassing, man.
But we make everything better. But we make everything better.
It don't
Except
make sense
that.
what they're saying.
How?
But even if government did that, you made the choice to pick it up and sell it to your own people. No white man sold crack in your fucking community. None. It was niggas. 100%. And we gonna just ignore this shit, yo. Because why? I'm blacker than black and I'm black. Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. This is stupid. Hold on, man.
Maddox, the
No,
the
hold
the
on.
YT man.
Hold on. Hold on.
So you spoke real quick.
Hold on. I curse a lot. Who want ice cream? Who want ice cream? Yeah, let me get the vanilla ice cream with the LGBT sprinkles on top. Yes. Let me get
You
a
wrong
chocolate
for
covered
that.
strawberry ice cream too. All right,
Maddox.
I no doubt. Go ahead, really real.
Maddox, the YT man doesn't let me live like this. He don't let me live like this. He don't you know when I started to live like this, right? I lived like this when I was being a degenerate, right? But they kept taking it from me. You know why they kept taking it from me? Because I was getting it the wrong way. Right? That's the thing. And now that I'm getting it the right way, they can't take it from me. They can't put me in chains. They can't lock me away. Right? It's like I have to take accountability. At some point, I gotta look in the mirror. Like, I'm confused. I've never received any of these things from a white T man. Maddox, you know I go wherever I want. You know that. People say it, I go wherever I want. Because I come with peace. Always. Not because I leave with no thugs, with no thug nonsense. I come with peace and respect to my fellow man. No matter your color, your skin. You see, I was just in Vegas with Joey. Now I'm in Brooklyn waiting for you. Like, come on, man. Like, let's stop, man.
So go ahead, really real.
Right. So here's the deal. When we talk about that and say the government was complicit, right? It was the government's plan. So you can't necessarily claim that you're the, and if anything, you can say some black people were complicit in government plan. Let's really get that into perspective. That's the huge linchpin of it. So see, that's the accountability I gave, but we got to get it right because these people did not invent the idea of bringing schmugs in. This stuff was happening when we talk about the prohibition era. It was people in government order that was with that and that was setting that up. It was people that were complicit and people were unaliving and people kept on fucking doing it. Same thing. Like, and you're gonna say when it comes to the H and all that, and even the C rack, you don't think so, like to some degree that you said